The nature of the Ozarks has changed. What started as unique topography settled by indigenous tribes became an imagined frontier of opportunity and is now a mostly abandoned plateau with pockets of civilization. A place once rich with opportunity has been mostly drained, or quite literally flooded in parts, and those left are skeptical of newcomers. Granted, a few still seek a fresh start in the Ozarks. Corporations sometimes open factories to take advantage of desperate workers, sometimes attracting refugees and immigrants or those eager to make a new living for themselves. A select few actually return home to the Ozarks, but most do not. The barrier of entry is rather low, but suspicions still run high. Old rivalries can last for decades, but new problems can bring even the most bitter rivals together. It is 2003. You're 14 years old. You're all gathered in the same room after one of your lessons, we'll say. All of you, and of course, Mai and Lan, the others of her age group. A new child has arrived. She stands in the doorway with her chaperone of sorts. She looks younger than you. She has short, dark hair and already suspicious eyes. She's wearing a long black dress, a bright, garish bandana, and just sort of odd plastic jewelry covering her arms. Her chaperone, the one that's showing her around, is one of the older kids, older than you at this moment, Sarah. Sarah says, yeah, this is Emily, right? Yeah, Emily is 8. Emily likes bugs, music, and fashion. I'm taking her around to meet everyone. Actually, is it cool if I leave her here with you for a minute?
So immediately passing off your duties to someone else?
No, I just gotta pee, and then I'll be right back, if that's cool.
Absolutely. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Lenny. Okay.
So it was bugs and music and
Fashion. Yeah.
Fashion. Yeah, as Emily just sort of looking, she just kind of holds up one, and you can tell they're probably like weird homemade, like those little kits that you just like put beads and stuff together on stuff. Sarah says, okay, great, cool. And Sarah dips out, just leaving this little girl just sort of standing there staring at all of you.
Hey, I'm Jet.
Lenny, nice to meet you.
Hi. Someone told me no one gets adopted here. How long have you been here?
4 years?
14
You're
years.
old. Oh, you're really old.
Thanks.
I was about 4, give or take like a couple of years. I just kind of assume I'm everybody else's age. That's what Montfana says, anyways.
hi, I'm Shahid.
Hi.
How long have you been here, Shahid?
It's 3 years. 3 years.
I'm Zilla. I don't know. I lost track. But are you wanting to be adopted?
I mean, you lost track. You don't remember your home?
No, I do. I just don't want to.
Don't often
Why not?
talk. Okay.
Because most of us are here for a reason, and it's because our homes sucked or ended up sucking.
I'm not
Are you
supposed to
here?
say that word.
Right here.
Okay. Neither was I, but it's one of the perks around here. You can shoot stuff and throw things, and you can say suck. And sometimes you can say other words.
She goes and sits next to Zilla. Cool.
Did you know in the
So where did you come from? What?
Did you know in the last week, 393 tornadoes have been reported in the 19 states between the Great Plains, here, the Midwest, and the Mid-South?
You sound like Blue, Shahid. How do you know that information?
I'm not scared of tornadoes. I actually like spinning. She looks at Zilla again. So where'd you come from?
Uh, not far from here. I think most of us are kind of from the general area, like a town over or something like that.
I'm from New Jersey.
I'm pretty sure my parents are superheroes.
Wait,
I think
really? Why?
so, actually.
Yeah, because that's what they gave me up, and they didn't have time to take care of a kid. If they're superheroes.
And it's not just about time, though, Jet. We've talked about this. It is about protecting your identity.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I thought that was the spy story, not the superhero story.
Very similar origin stories, though. Gotta be honest.
Right.
It can go either way, really. Where?
What about you? She looks at Lenny. Are your parents are everyone's parents heroes?
Well, I don't know about. Well, my
wizards.
Blue.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to speak out. Lenny was.
Go ahead, Blue.
Okay, so mine were wizards. Well, I had a lot of parents. So I had about like 10 moms and I had about 8 dads. And they all kind of like took care of all of us kids and everything like that. But we lived in a lake house, and it was like this kind of like really cool place that had we had like boats, and we'd go tubing and all this stuff and water skiing all the time. And like we all kind of wore like the same color. Like we wore it's kind of like a pastel blue. I can't really remember it or stuff like that, but like it's kind of foggy now that I think about it. But like we did stuff together all the time. We ate together. We did like talkings together. Like we'd sometimes chant together, which is like it sounds kind of weird, but like we're kind of it kind of makes you feel good, especially in your chat. I'm doing it again, aren't I?
No, that actually sounds cool. I like singing too. I mean, why did you leave then? That all sounds pretty neat.
Mothfana grabbed me because apparently there was an accident. And like not everybody I couldn't be taken care of anymore, and so she brought me back. I've kind of asked her about it, but she's been really dodgy about it. So like, I've been trying to figure out on my own. She doesn't really keep computer records though, so it's kind of hard.
Oh, a mystery.
Yeah. Sorry, Lenny.
Do you like mysteries?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at them.
Lenny is too.
Yeah. Writing them, reading them, solving them. That's my thing. Well, my parents, we moved around a lot. Is the best way to put it. So like we went to Chicago, we went to Denver. One other place I don't quite remember when I was really, really young. So like we explored often. It was fantastic. It was awesome. But they had, I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like they had some business to take care of. Last thing my dad said, if I remember, and dropped me off to pick me up. So I'm not sure if they're superheroes or spies or whatever, but
superheroes don't do business. That's work stuff. That's boring.
How did you all
They have a secret identity, though.
That is true. Secret identities.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they never told me.
Shahid raises his hand.
Yes, Shahid.
Yeah, I
up
wanted
front.
to ask Lenny, how did your parents decide they were going to move from place to place? Was that like a predetermined thing? Because when we moved, it was in the middle of the night.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, middle of the night. It was kind of sudden each time. It was
It's weird.
Yeah, they were very really calming about it though. Didn't seem like a rush, but
My parents seemed happy about it. Mom, when I woke up for school that morning, I was like all dressed and everything. Mom told me, "Well, why are you dressed?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to school." And she said, "You're not going to school today. We're going on a trip." And so we spent the day it was actually a really nice day. We packed up everything as fast as we could. Some of the bigger stuff had already been taken away, but I barely noticed I was just a kid. And then she ordered pizza and wings to be delivered at the house, which never happens. And later Dad came with milkshakes. And we went out to the movies. It was like the best day.
that's
I want
awesome.
Pizza, wing, and milkshakes.
I woke
Wait,
up,
if your parents were nice, why are you here?
Anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night and we were already in the moving truck. And we ended up here.
And like Lenny's gonna shuffle over to Emily. It's like some people's parents something bad happened and they don't want to talk about it.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It was a long time ago, right? So
What about your parents, Emily?
Yeah. What about you?
yeah.
My parents were mean, so they had to go away.
What do you mean
Yeah.
they had to go away? Like jail?
Yeah.
You get straight to the point, don't you, Shahid?
I mean, well, she kind of got to the point with all of us. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but it's a question I try to avoid asking on the
there's
first
nothing
date.
wrong with it. Like,
What
being
happened to
like-
your parents? It's a little uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, but it just happened to me.
You've
Yeah.
been here for years now.
Okay. I know I'm supposed to be over it, but a couple of years does not change the fact that your parents were horrifically
I didn't
murdered.
say that you're supposed to be over it. It's okay to not be over it.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Doorbell's ringing. Sorry. And I
Emily, did you want ice cream?
He just lied.
Ask my phone about pizza and wings.
She looks at Zilla again.
What do you?
Where are your parents? Why are you here?
Some people had really great parents and they didn't live, and then some people have living parents who were really shitty, and that's one of those other S words you can say. So
Zilla, don't teach
So
bad
you're already
habits.
corrupting the youth. I see.
Did you like
yeah, I think our
music, right?
shitty parents did that, and so here
Yeah,
we
my
are.
parents were shitty too.
Oh my
Exactly.
God, don't do that. You'll get in
You know,
trouble.
scientifically, it's proven. Blue, where's Shahid? Scientifically, it's proven that using curse words helps release negative energy. So,
Where'd you get this information from exactly?
the-
Can you
Izzy?
cite your sources?
you find it out. I don't have to share my sources with you. Protecting sources. Anyway, my parents weren't good, and they had a lot of really strict things that they followed, and those things weren't good. So here I am.
Do you want to go back
using a
home?
sword.
Or do you want to stay here?
Here is better than there. So this works for now.
What about
Here's
you?
Great, honestly.
Oh, she looks at you, Blue. What about you?
What
Do
do you mean about me?
you want to stay here? Or do you want to go home?
I mean, like, yeah, it'd be great to get water tubing stuff again, but I don't. I mean, I don't really remember anybody from there, and I've just kind of spent my time here, so it's like, why come here? And, like, Ma Fana likes me and, like, you know, teaches me stuff. And, you know, I just get to spend time by myself. I get to listen to music and play video games. Like, why would it, you know, and, like, it's fine.
Okay. What about you, Lenny? You staying here or are you going home?
Lenny like looks down at Emily and it's just like, where did Shahid go? I'm gonna go get ice cream. And then she like goes off to find Shahid.
You ask a lot of questions, Emily.
Yeah.
He's 8.
Truth,
I
truth is what keeps us safe, though. So I get it.
guess. You said you like music, Emily? What kind of music do you like listening to, huh? Anything cool? Or are you still listening to the Wiggles?
No. I mean, sometimes.
Eminem.
There's nothing wrong with the Wiggles. They're great musicians and everything like that, you know.
I don't know.
Australia's cool.
They don't say S words though.
No, they don't say S words. They say salad.
Better, Zilla. Much better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I listen to whatever. But I guess now I can listen to music that says shitty and sucks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't have to listen to like just Jesus music, and I don't know if that's what you had to listen to, but it's pretty cool to listen to like good music. So that's fun.
Is that what you used to listen to?
Yeah.
What about now? You don't listen to it anymore?
Fuck no. Don't say
Because you're
that.
mad at him?
Who?
Jesus?
It's hard to be mad at someone who probably doesn't exist. So,
No, I'm pretty sure he exists. I'm
well,
pretty
if
sure
he did,
he's
then
mad at you.
That's fine. But telling you what, Emily, you sound like my little sister, and she'd probably say the same thing, which I get it. But I don't know. Fuck. If he existed, then I probably wouldn't be here. And so, maybe he could step up, but he hasn't. So it's probably better if he doesn't exist, other than, the fact that he would be a huge fucking disappointment to the entire world. But
Okay, that's 3 fucks and like.
okay, sorry. I'm sorry. It's just,
Or
freedom.
maybe Zilla. Maybe he's waiting for you to step up. And with that, Sarah returns. She goes, okay, thanks for watching her. We're going to keep going. Hope everyone had a good time. And she just looks at you, Zilla, and then, grabs Sarah's hand. And Sarah takes her out of the room to meet more people. And now welcome to Table Goth. Tonight, we're serving Hunter the Reckoning. This is the 6th episode of our chronicle, Never Coming Home. Here at Table Goth, we share stories best told in the dark. We've discussed our boundaries, safety tools are in place for the cast, but given the improvisational nature of the story, we cannot predict all content that will be explored. You can expect violence, death, manipulation, religious trauma, and sexual goat tension. We have gathered to tell a dreadful tale, so please take care of yourselves as you keep this in mind. Joining us at the table are professionals who deserve compensation for their performance. This show survives off your generosity, so please help us reach our goals. Let us keep making the show and provide some cool bonus content for you guys. You can find the links to support us wherever you're watching this, probably somewhere below. Now, for tonight's tale, we will be dining with Shahid, played by
Nurdin Ali Kadir. Hi, everyone. You can find me at Werewolf Feels pretty much everywhere. Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, that kind of thing. I'm smooth like butter, as you can tell, and I am spicy like salsa. I play Shahid Muntakim, the underground hunter of the group, and ex-SAD member. Also the guy who just tried to punch Jet and did not work in his favor.
So we took it out on a kid. And then we have Zilla, played by
Mandy Morose. I play Zilla Akins. She is the faithful hunter. You can find me on Table Goth stuff. Sometimes we do tutorials or other like World of Darkness games and a couple different other things. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
amazing. We have Jet, played by
It is Prince, aka Dimples and Dice, also known as the Moist Heat. I am going to be playing Jet. I do stuff and things around the internet as Dimples and Dice, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Follow me if you like tabletop RPGs and random shenanigan and fuckery and, talking about shit that black people go through.
and the most recent host of Hall Cranker's Ball. Then we have Lenny, played by
Sade. Hello, everyone. Sade or Ambrose. I am playing the Inquisitive Hunter, Lenny. You can find me everywhere at SS Ambrose except for Twitter, which is SS Ambrose _ because Twitter stole that from me. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
And finally, we have Blue, played by
Wes Franks, pronoun, he, they. Pronouns for Blue, he, they. That's right, it's me, Wes Franks. You can find me at Thirst Trap Mothman all over the internet, but I don't think anybody really calls me that except for me, but that's okay. Always high profile, capable of being mobile. That's me. And also, one of the organizers of the Hog Crankers Ball. So yeah.
And it's me, the final Hog Cranker, bully, storyteller. That's it. Now please, have a seat, mind your manners, the table is set. Our ritual begins now. We're back. Last time, we started with our good friend Bull. Realizing something was off with his appetite, Lenny was able to sense that Bull was a supernatural creature. So the cell attacked it. Not Bull charmed some into helping him, but Shahid was able to shield the group from the effect. During the struggle, something came to help. This something enticed Blue, Jet, and Lenny to look towards the woods, off the path, and see something they weren't ready for, caused them to immediately fall unconscious and began to be dragged away by something. But Zilla was able to repel this creature, and it disappeared. Lucky them. Not Bull, or Bull, told them, after some interrogating, to go to the nest for answers, the one on their map. But then they also tried to escape, but they were stopped by Zilla and Shahid, and eventually Shahid just finished it off with an arrow to the head after it feigned death after the first attack. So they chopped the body into pieces and buried it. In the after effect, Blue discovered that Pee-wee got footage of something impossibly fast, like a black blur, approaching when they passed out. And then we split up. Jet went looking for Harmon, and ended up bribing the barkeep at the Sundown Bar for his address. Zilla went to Carl's Cliffside Cafe and called Mai, who insisted she meet at a different address instead, and shockingly, it was the same one, as the two ran into each other on the way, where they found an injured Harmon in recovery and Mai at his side. After some discussion, Harmon revealed that he was vaguely aware of this thing and tried hunting it, got hurt, rescuing Mai, likely saving her life, but he's very much out of commission now. He's on oxygen and his whole torso's bandaged up. He doesn't know how to kill it. He doesn't even know what it is. He just tells them it's time to do the legwork, ask around, find out what its weaknesses are, and talk to the others that have been corrupted or replaced. Most of all, he asked them to work together. And for his trouble, he was called out, deservedly so, for keeping the truth from them growing up. He defended Fauna and says they did their best, but he was certainly emotionally broken by this. And seeing this, Mai stepped in and kicked them out. Some strong words were exchanged, but Zilla and Jet did leave. Though they took a moment outside to discuss some things about their past, specifically Jet's family. Zilla pointed out that he might be leaving his child, like the cell a lot of them had been left by their parents. And then Zilla and Jet agreed to get on the same page, which apparently means hitting each other to keep each other in line. So that's a thing. Blue decided to do some investigating of the home by themselves. First, they searched for Jet's family so they could deliver some information in case of Jet's death. They found that they're living in the suburbs outside of Hot Springs. I don't know if it's a detail I gave you last time, but it is stuff I had prepared. Blue also sent an email through their divorce lawyer office under the name Hank Prophet to clarify some details with them. Then Blue dug into some local folk tales, learned about a tunnel under a road where an entity called the Tunnel Man lingers. And if you visit 3 times, you can answer any question for a price, though it's unclear what that price is. A lot of people believe it's sort of like making a deal with the devil. So he sent this information to Lenny, as Lenny's doing a lot of research, which we'll jump into. Then Pee-wee the drone scanned the house, noticed movement in the barn. Blue discovered this grotesque, swollen goat creature with its udders leaking wine and surrounded by bones. So he gathered some old gas cans to burn the whole cursed thing down and ran into Alec, or Lekos, as he introduced himself to Blue, a satyr. Blue offered to give Lekos the stones if he gave up on Epiphany Home. Also threatened that he had some iron coming, and the satyr asked him to prove it, doubting him, but Blue managed to do, frankly, what was a Hail Mary roll, and convinced him to take the deal. So Lekos gave him 2 nights to bring his stone to Epiphany Home for a meeting. And if it goes well, Lekos will agree to the deal. Warned Blue that if they kept fucking with the things around the home, those things would bite back. Blue responded in kind, whispering a threat in his ear, warning him that he's an addict that would get what he wanted and burn out, potentially burning everything around them. He got headbutted and his nose broken for his trouble. And then Alekos let Blue know that he would learn to respect what they are. And then we shook on it. Everything was fine. But he did warn him not to stick around with a bloody nose because of the red caps. In so many words. And Blue reluctantly heeded the warning after checking his laptop and seeing that none of his orders seemed to come through, or some were just undelivered. Shahid went to the Dents to talk to Ill Bill. B-word told him to fuck off. He tried talking his way in. She wasn't having any of it. But he did give her an envelope with a feather, which she took as racist because she of his of indigenous origin. But she warned him that people don't like those that come from the home and sent him on his way. Then she went to the morgue, only to discover that Fauna's body was missing. So it did do a little more investigation on the body that was there. But eventually, they all made their way back to Shahid's childhood home, exchanged information, decided to deal with their new leads the next day. Shahid did suggest to Blue that they use Charlie Stone in the deal with Alekos. And Zilla correctly theorized, a little earlier actually, that the creature is targeting those who want to leave town. And then Shahid had a dream. This dream consisted of a man holding an injured person, Shahid's parents trying to kick them out, his father with his shotgun, a symbol above their door, a blood massacre, a wolf running on two legs, Shahid's mother telling them to seek refuge at Epiphany Home, a request to help their brother, one you don't remember having, and then finally a claw on your shoulder, something carved onto the back of your neck. And then Shahid woke up for real, with a group of people chanting outside his house. Symbols are drawn on the windows, salts across the doorway. He recognized the chant being an exorcism chant. 5 people are gathered outside and armed. We have a muscular woman with a couple cleavers, a man in like a medieval knight's helmet with a sword. Someone he recognizes Oscar Ortiz with a bandolier of steaks and holy water in his hands. Bobby and Bobby Joe Huggins, the motel owners, leading the chant. And so he shot at the woman with the meat cleavers. And that's where we're kicking things off. So let's roll for that now. Which I believe the bow's athletics, yeah?
Yep, it's athletics plus composure, but I also have a bonus thanks to my artifact, and I've got a bonus thanks to my
Specialty?
Specialty, that's it. I would like to call this shot for the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, so they'll be at a -2.
Which is, zeroes out, luckily enough.
All right. And everyone else has been woken up at this point, too.
And I'm going to spend a point of willpower just to really drive this one home.
Okay.
5
Our
successes.
3 successes are now 5 successes, which is certainly enough to drive an arrow to this muscular woman with sort of messy shoulder length hair, maybe younger 20s, deep bags under their eyes, a broken nose looks like previously, or maybe a few broken noses and never grew back quite right. Takes this arrow to the shoulder and just looks and just is sort of gritting her teeth looking at it. And the other sort of look around and confusion.
I'm going to say this exactly once. I'm not a ghost or a witch or a demon. Neither are any of the people here. So you can leave or the next one doesn't miss.
Bobby Joe Huggins, who both of them look kind of similar. Glasses, heavier set, though Bobby, the husband, clearly has a bad toupee, where Bobby Joe has sort of an impressive hair with 80s volume, we'll say. She also has a rifle that is aimed at you as you're knocking another arrow.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And Jet is holding a grenade in his hand. I seriously would not do that.
Jet steps into the doorway with a grenade. What's everyone else doing?
Lenny's going to start up. I'm assuming, I think that she's like in the same room as Zilla, I'm assuming. Like we were bunking
Yes.
together. And bust through. It's like, what's going on? I heard chanting. Or was that a dream? I don't. Oh. What's going on?
Zilla, Blue.
Blue had when specifically when Blue heard chanting, Blue rolled off of the couch, immediately grabbing the gun that was under the pillow on the couch and had it ready, and and then looked out the window, and then probably everybody else can maybe they don't or they might, but they see Blue army crawling to the table where Pee Wee is, grabbing Pee Wee, and then moving to the back door to check the back door, check the perimeter of the back door, and then he's going to set Pee Wee up in the air to get a full bird's eye view, just to make sure that there's no other weirdos.
Yeah, pulling Pee Wee off the charger, powering it up. By the time you get to the back door, it takes flight to start doing a perimeter check. Zilla.
Zilla's a little slow to this confrontation. She's pulling on a hooded jacket to cover the outer edges of her face before she kind of comes up to the door to stand a little bit in the shadows behind everyone. She has her weapons with her as she always does, but not quite as taking the lead on this confrontation.
Okay. Let's say.
Oh yeah, Braxton's staying close to Blue right now, because I would be sending Braxton to do the same thing that Blue is doing.
I just grab another arrow from the umbrella stand next to the door, because I keep arrows in there.
Lenny's gonna slowly still a little slow to this, but her body was apparently ready a little bit in terms of oh, what, and then pulls her phone out and just sets to record, video record and audio record. It's smile, motherfuckers.
Jet tucks the grenade closer to the leg.
Let's do a between Jet, Shahid, and Lenny. Any of you can make a manipulation intimidation roll.
Okay.
You may do so with a +2.
Okay.
Since you're being one of you is being helped by the other two, as you're brandishing weapons and kind of threatening to have them on camera if they're in the wrong here.
I'm gonna re-roll.
2 successes. Also, mechanical note: we are officially now at Desperation 4, matching our danger level.
So I got a total of 4.
4 successes. No one lowers their weapon, but they're also not just open firing either. There's a tense standoff, a bit of a stalemate. So positioning matters here. So Shahid and Jet are sort of at the door. Lenny, did you walk past them? Or are you sort of right behind them, or did you walk out or in?
I'm kind of what is it Shahid's in the middle, you're both in the middle of the door, trying to block through?
I would be a bit behind Shahid.
Okay.
Because I want to have room to throw this thing if I need to.
Then I'm on the other side of Shahid, then with my arm out.
So you're in front of Shahid.
Mm-hmm. Specifically, Shahid would have gone off to the side once Lenny showed up, and would have purposely disturbed the ring of salt surrounding his house.
Well, they're not going to let you just walk around and start doing that. You're at the doorway, but if you cross, you could cross the threshold of your door. There was salt there, so yeah, you purposely kicked through the salt, which you can definitely see they have noticed, and there's a little bit of confusion there. That, with the intimidation, sort of help cause this sort of stalemate for a moment.
What, did you think that we were demons? Seeing that they look confused.
Salt works on witches too. Some vampires.
Oh, okay.
Ghosts.
You see Bobby Huggins put his hand up. Hang on a second, everyone. That should have worked. And he looks back at Oscar, who sort of shrugs. And goes, "Yeah, I did everything as instructed.
Because
clearly not good enough.
You monumental dumbass.
Who told you that?
we have our ways. We know things, and we know what you are.
I
and we
swear to
know
all
that
that
you're
is
You
going to
know
try
what
to
we
use
are. We
this guy
disturb your
devil's
salt circle. So
tongue.
what do you
Everyone,
think? No. What do you think we are
stop.
if like the salt didn't work? Because clearly you're wrong. So maybe try again one more time.
It's a reasonable question.
Swig from flask.
You came to our house, Shahid's house. You came to our house.
No,
Came to you in
this
the middle of
ain't.
the night. with a
This
salt
town
circle.
does not belong to you,
To me,
and it never will. Any of
What
you.
the fuck does that mean?
my parents bought this house. It's in my name, considering they're dead now. So this is my land, and I have every right to take one of you down, or all of you, and I will. Let's not mistake that. So if you think I'm some sort of creature from the deep, you better start talking, or I'm gonna start shooting. And I aim the one with the rifle. This time I openly aim for her head.
I hold
Yeah,
the thing
she's
down.
just looking down the
Pluck a
sights, aimed
pen.
right at you.
I
Do
also
y'all feel
have...
lucky?
Go ahead, sorry.
Wait, did you pluck the pin?
I plucked the pen.
You see Oscar unscrew a cap of one of his canisters with like a crucifix on it.
Also,
And the one
that
with
is-
the arrow is still just looking at the arrow, and she takes one of her cleavers and just keeps it in, but sort of chops it off short, and just looks
Yeah, that was
again.
badass.
I'm gonna try to like step forward into a lit area. And as like the street lights or moonlight or whatever starts to illuminate, go ahead and pull my hood back. And there are a lot of monsters here, and you're on the right track, but your discomfort in our presence has nothing to do with the fact that we are.
Also at this moment, Blue, through this back and forth, on your initial sort of just bird's eye view before really getting into detail, it looks like the group is just gathered out front. You don't see anyone at any of the one other entrance, we'll say, on the property. Quick glance, you see two vehicles in the driveway that aren't yours. And that's sort of your initial rundown of what the area.
Blue is going to have Pee-wee record, essentially. And also, I would like to get those plates, if Pee-wee can get those plates as well.
Yeah.
I want make, model, and plates.
Yeah, you can sort of actively controlling Pee-wee, then sort of get a zoom in on, start getting the plates. Meanwhile, outside, Bobby says, "We ain't going anywhere till you give us Terry back. Other Terry.
Terry?
Who the fuck is Terry?
Who the fuck is Terry?
Don't act stupid with me."
Answer the fucking question. You came to our house. Who the fuck is Terry?
You hear his wife say, I got a clear shot. He goes, hang on.
You take a shot, you better hope to all the gods that you pray to that I can't throw this. And Jet still got a damn good arm.
Maybe you can explain something for me. He pulls out a phone of his own and takes a step forward. And his wife sort of looks at him and goes, I'll be fine. And he sort of holds tight the Bible in his hand, corrects his posture, makes a sign of the cross, and sort of bravely approaches. With his own phone, pulls something up and shows it to where the four of you can see. Looks like camera footage. Probably a body cam from like the angle of it, you'd imagine. It's someone walking up the driveway of Epiphany Home. They go looking around a little bit. They make their way inside. And then you can see them standing in front of the hearth. And then the hearth takes a strange change. It becomes a very deep crimson red. And then you hear Bobby's holding it, Hellfire. And then you hear a chainsaw. You hear laughing, you hear screaming. The camera is so quick that you can't really see what's happening until you just see the ceiling. You hear someone moaning in pain after screaming. And then you hear chewing noises before the camera cuts off. And what a coincidence. Where's Blue? We saw them drive up that way right around the time this happened. Maybe you all are innocent, but you're harboring a demon, whether you know it or not. And if you don't know it, let us take care of it.
I'm sorry, did you just show us footage of you trespassing? Of Terry trespassing? And now he's missing? But
No one owns that. It's haunted. Everyone knows that. We were doing some scouting because we're going to cleanse it. And Blue had other ideas.
So Blue came in around
And
the
they
same
take
time
a
this
few,
happened.
they're walking backwards now to sort of join in with some of the rest of the group. Yes.
I stick the
We
pin
have-
back in this thing. Y'all are a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
Then where is he?
I have a question.
We don't know. We haven't been up there. Only Blue's been up there.
Based
and
on
it
the
was
sounds
after
we
the
just
fact.
heard there,
So
he dead. That's
The one
where
with the
he-
meat cleavers go, I'm checking the house. And she begins sort of walking around towards the back.
I shoot her foot.
No, it's fine. I got this.
No.
When you go to pull the arrow, and I just go,
I already have
Braxton?
an arrow aimed at someone else.
I
can just
know,
shoot.
and I move up to you.
all I know is I
Nice.
have evidence of trespassing and aggression at our door.
Shahid, are you going to try to shoot before Jet gets there? Or are you going to let Jet stop you?
The moment I hear Jet's foot come forward, I know he's probably going to reach for me, so I don't.
You don't shoot? Okay. Okay. You still haven't aimed, but you hear Jet and you have just enough wherewithal to hold the arrow. Jet, what do you do?
I go Braxton, and Braxton just lets out a blood-curdling howl. I just want him to fucking howl at the moon to scare the shit out of people.
Braxton is a high intimidation. Give me a manipulation intimidation for Braxton. We'll say add 2 again with everything still going on.
All right.
Would Blue be able to see the big one trying to move around to search the house?
Braxton got willpower.
Easy enough for you. It just takes a moment to get a clear shot of that. Zooming out again, now you can see one person starting to circle.
Blue's going to grab the controller and move around the back door, and is going to open it, and it's going to get behind, like crouch down behind the kitchen door. So if somebody steps in through it, it's immediately just pop, just 2 shots into them if they do it.
Okay. So you're shoot them if they get inside.
If they get inside.
Okay,
If they get
okay.
inside, yes.
Good to know. 2 successes. It's enough to give her pause. And she sort of looks as Braxton just lets out just deep bark, just 2 clear warning barks as this massive dog sort of comes up between the legs of Shahid and Jet, or Shahid and Lenny, I should say, since you're in the back. She pauses for a moment and then just kind of looks, and you could just feel the tension sort of rise in everyone.
I think
And then she takes like a test step. She continues slowly to take like another
I
step.
grab Marcia and I step out the door and I go, "Do you believe in monsters?"
Clearly they do.
Obviously, you fucking.
They
do.
thought that we were demons, mother. Like what the
Okay.
Just give me a second.
She just looks at you.
You're barking up the wrong goddamn tree. There are monsters here. And you're becoming them. And your fucking paranoia and your fear, because this is what we always fucking do. And you're gonna go after the wrong people, And then more and more of your people are going to die because you're going to do stupid shit like go after the house, which someone, not even us, or something doesn't want you to touch. So go, test the waters, go to the house, cleanse it, watch your friends and family die in front of you, or get the fuck out of our way.
Before we do that, there's one more thing that's important to discuss here. I have put my arrow back at his wife, Bobby's wife.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not pointed at her head anymore. It's actually pointed at the gun barrel. I want you to tell me what happened to Terry. Specifically,
Bobby looks at you. I just showed you what happened to Terry.
Okay.
The only person who knows what happened to Terry is the one who did it, which is Blue,
It's
wherever
not-
they are.
It's not
And Blue, that was said loud enough where you can hear at the front of the house. Your name sort of come through.
It's not Blue.
Bring
You
him
know
out.
what's-
We just
you
want
know-
to talk.
Hold on, I'm trying to explain
With
shit
guns?
to you. Lenny, Jet, Bobby.
Explain quick, because we're not working on just emotion as you think, Jet. We've got good intel. We're not
Where's
stupid.
your intel from? The fucking stones or some shit?
Can you let me fucking talk, please? This is my
You
house.
Clearly have lost some of your senses recently, and so
You-
talking might not be your strong point.
Those
Make it
houses-
quick.
Those parties that were happening at Epiphany, right? You heard about them?
No?
Well,
You're a
throughout town,
goddamn lie.
over the past several months before we even showed up, some sort of fey creature or demon, if you like, has been taking a post in Epiphany, doing Lord knows what, hosting wild parties, getting everyone drunk on something, and that is what took your friend. Now, do you want to fight me? Or do you want to start up a plan so we can take this thing down together? You're going to have one option, because I'll be honest, I can take any one of you. And with that, I fire at the gun. I'm trying to damage the gun. I don't care about
Okay.
it.
I was about to give you a social roll on this, but if you're shooting, that will change things. Give me an athletics composure.
Happily. This is kind of a called shot, I guess. Am I still calling?
Yeah, if you're -2. And you're gonna need to roll faster than someone could pull a trigger. So roll high.
Anyone
You're not
want to try?
vampires, so getting shot.
Someone make
This
a
is,
cross.
this is unwise. It's-
I don't care if it's unwise. They came into my home. I'm going to re-roll some of those dice. Jeez.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't trust Roll20 right now.
3 successes. I don't trust Roll20 either. Roll20 wants me dead.
You wanted to roll
keep
this?
on doing
You keep running doing shit.
They're in my house.
That's fair.
They're
That
on
is
the
fair.
property, not in the house. If they're in the house, they'd be dead.
Yeah, they wouldn't be dead if they got in the house.
You fire an arrow. To specifically shoot an arrow to a thin gun barrel in the dark in a tension like this, not quite what you needed. But you loosing an arrow causes them to fire on you. Rapid reflex is not a thing, so you're not a vampire. So we're gonna shoot you and see what happens.
Sure.
Only 2 successes, so that's good. Which will be total damage. This is aggravated damage, which is going to be. This isn't anything high power. This is a simple rifle. So 4 aggravated damage
All right.
as arrows loosed. Pow! Gun goes off. What does that put you at?
Dead? No, not dead. I'm one away from being dead.
Okay, what a way to go. That happens. As she's already starting to reload, Shahid takes a shot right in the gut.
As
Whoever's
soon as
behind Zilla behind Shahid gets caught with some. Oh no, you know
I'm
what? It
throwing
didn't
the
punch
nade.
through. But there's a blood splatter that happens. Jet's throwing a
I'm
grenade.
throwing the nade. Fuck it.
Oh my god, no, Blue is going, as soon as the gunshot goes off, Blue goes, hold it! Fucking hold it! And it's gonna
Oh.
like run to the front door and it's gonna
This is
push
important?
past Lenny and Zilla and it's gonna hold up their hands. And go.
Shahid's down. Not dead, but down. I already had one superficial, two superficial. I'm on the floor bleeding out.
Fuck is wrong with y'all? That's recorded, mind you.
It's gonna
Is it
step.
all aggravated, or did you have any boxes at superficial?
One superficial left, 4 ag.
Okay, so you're conscious, but not for long.
Fucked.
Yes. So, Jet, do you hesitate? You hear Blue yell out from in the house.
No, I don't hesitate.
Oh my
As soon as
fucking
these
God.
people shot, they threw a shot. I'm not letting them shoot again. That was their one chance.
Oh my god.
Please give me a Dex Athletics to throw a grenade at the mostly gathered group. There's only one standing away from them. Not how I saw this going, but I
Do they
love
count
it.
as
Not
a
at all.
supernatural source?
Not at all.
Okay.
Jet can use the desperation because it doesn't need to be supernatural, but no, these don't count as supernatural.
No, that's important because technically my bow can shield me from supernatural sources.
No, these are not. That's a
These
good
are people.
old American
Hold
rifle.
on.
American rifle.
I'm going to make sure this lands. Fuck this.
Oh
Fuck
my
these people.
God.
Ah,
Fuck
Oh
them.
my
Fuck their
God.
families. Fuck all of it.
Fucking.
now if it got done up, that's 5 successes.
Wait, hold on. Did you crit? No, you didn't crit.
Okay. Blue, you're yelling. You run towards, but you're coming from the back of the house. Jet's a fucking athlete. Just chucks this thing. They're far enough away to where it's probably still a good idea to get down. Those of you out front, aka Lenny, she's already probably kind of taking cover involuntarily. Yeah, you tossed it right in the cluster of the four. Like I said, the woman with the cleavers has already started to walk off to the side. And with 5 successes, this thing goes off. Boom! Some limbs, bodies just spread. None of them getting up. Give me... I know you did your actions, so this would just be straight. No, you'll have a moment, because they have to close the gap. The woman that cleavers rushes you. She screams out, just screams, no! Just looks and just starts booking it towards the group of you.
I get on one knee and I fire at her.
Okay.
You about to bust a gut.
Composure athletics. You are impaired, so it's going to be a -2. Jet, Lenny, Zilla, Blue, even by this point. All of you are sort of in that general area. Anything you guys want to do?
I'm going to pull out my firearm and aim for her face, essentially, as she's coming up.
You shooting?
Yep.
Compose your firearm.
Okay.
Blue is just standing there like this. It's just like gun in hand, just like
Re-rolling that. Jesus fucking Christ. 3 total.
3 for Lenny, 4 for Shahid. Jet and Blue, or Zilla.
Blue. I guess I'm gonna roll improvised gear to start grabbing some fucking curtains to try to fucking gum up this fucking gunshot, this gut shot. To like, because like with improvised gear, I can get a 2 dice bonus.
Good
for
call,
medicine.
yeah, for a medicine
Yeah.
check. Yeah. So
Yeah.
do your improvised gear roll. Jet and Zilla.
I'm just gonna move out of her way because she's probably just rushing without thinking.
Is this desperation? This is considered. It's inventing.
Yeah.
On the okay.
My drive is vengeance. You know what? Fuck this. No, she's about to take a Marsha to the face. That's what's about to happen.
Well, we don't know if she's dead yet.
Strength melee.
She's
Yeah,
running at me.
I just shot her in the face, so hopefully that's something.
I shot her in the face. You shot her in the face.
Did you shoot her in the face?
I shot her in the.
Fuck.
That arrow was 4 successes. That's not nothing.
Oh, okay. I missed that. My bad.
3 will. Is there a set difficulty for that improvised gear?
It's 4, and the reroll did not do me any
Okay.
favors because we have another cursed session.
Shahid's
Tell me
no
about
good.
it.
Very bad day. Shahid's no good.
You
very
did
bad
your
day.
best. You've grabbed some stuff you think it'll hopefully do. You'll still use these, but it won't give you a bonus. As she goes up, takes another arrow to the torso, making one of the arms with the cleaver just instantly like go inert. Gets close enough where she takes a torso shot from Lenny, but she's still just pure tenacity and rage and desperation has made it up. Cleaver in the air as Jet just swings and just crack of the jaw. More than enough to finish her off as she barely got to you as it was. Killing the last of these individuals.
I'm going to put my gun away immediately after that and going to Shahid, and I'm going to take him to the car. Come on.
Blue, you could do a medicine check before then if you'd like to see what we can.
Yeah, please. Is it intelligence? Please let it be intelligence.
Intelligence would be more long-term care. If you're just trying to quickly staunch the bleeding and stuff, will be wits.
Okay.
I look at Zilla, or I look at Shahid, and I'm like, "You got Clorox?
He
You
can't.
have to clean some of this up."
1 success.
Blue.
You do your best. You wrap it up. It's definitely bleeding. Let's hope it's good enough.
You say blue?
Blue.
Listen, shut the fuck up.
Blue.
Shut the fuck up.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me sooner, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
God, it's right here.
Come on, let's go. We don't have time for this.
I like pull the cassette out from my pocket and like weakly wave it around.
Fucking just put that in your pocket. I don't. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Come on.
What the fuck?
I know when I've lost.
What the fuck?
I hand my keys over. Just take the truck.
Yeah. Thanks, and takes it.
So Lenny's going to be
Someone
getting
gets in your
Shahid
way,
to the
Run
hospital.
through them.
What's everyone else doing?
Blue just is on the couch, just saying what the fuck over and over again.
Staying. Jet and Zill, are you staying or going with them?
Staying.
I'm gonna clean up. I just blew a bunch of people up. I probably need to clean some of this up.
God,
I'm-
okay.
I'll check in with Jet and be like, hey, can you handle this for a second? I need to pad the room a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'll let me know if you need anything.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, Jet?
I'm gonna go to Blue.
Why are you acting normal about this? You just blew up people. You
Hey,
shot a person with an arrow.
Hey, Blue.
Calm down.
Let's go. We're gonna go in this.
I'm not going anywhere with you people. You shot.
Yeah. We're gonna go sit down though, and he's gonna go out and fix things because
Fix?
there's some big mistakes.
An
And
explosion
that's-
went off at 3 a.m. I don't even know what time it is. And you're just gonna clean it up? There's people out there.
Not anymore.
Jet, go do.
Blue is
Clorox.
going to pull their gun and point
I'm-
it at Jet
Gonna step in front of it.
and say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Jet is going to walk right up to you, to the gun, till it's like sitting on his person, and says, "I'm protecting my family.
Those were people. They had families. They were
They
innocent.
threatened our family. They shot.
They didn't know
Shahid.
better.
They shot my brother
Shahid shot at him
at
first.
his house. At his house. Put the gun down."
No. Go do your cleanup duty or whatever. You fucking.
I just walk away and I start looking for cleaning supplies and a shovel.
Okay. Zilla.
I also grab the claymores from the truck. I don't want anyone to accidentally come across those.
Of course.
We were in the truck. You can't. We're gone.
Yeah. I'm grabbing them before y'all leave. That is an important move.
I wanted to take the claymores to the hospital. Darn.
Zilla.
Hey, Blue. I'm not gonna try to help you. I'm just gonna be with you for a second.
What the fuck, Zilla? Why didn't you stop him? Say something.
What do you want me to do, Blue?
Fucking stop him. That's not Shahid. That's not the Shahid that I knew. That's not the Jet that I knew. You've all changed. Everybody's changed. You're just fucking killing people left and right. It was fine when it was monsters. It was fine when it was monsters, and now we're fucking kill. They own a hotel. There's a pastor out there. People are gonna come around here and ask questions. A fucking explosion went off in the fucking early morning, and you're just gonna clean it up? You can't just clean that up in a fucking 30 minutes and say, oh, that's great. Put some fucking Swiffer wet jet on that shit. What the fuck? We hadn't supposed to eat dinner. If this is how we're gonna do things, I'm better off just walking in those woods. Just fucking arms up. Fucking take me, huh? Because it's either that fucking monster that's gonna turn me into something like Bull, or it's hang out with the monsters in this house, huh? Is that my options? I got it all on tape. I'm gonna have to doctor it. I'm gonna have to make it look like they shot first.
You don't have to. You don't have to be forced into choices, Blue.
I'm not forced into choices, family, right?
No. You don't pick anything that makes you feel like you're in danger, unless that's what you want.
I just wanted to be in the chair, you know? Make stuff for you, help you out, maybe do some hacking and something like that. But no, I'm fucking. Where did it all get all fucked up?
What scares you most? The fact that they came to your door and you couldn't do anything, or the fact that what was done feels monstrous?
They said my name, Zilla. I could have stopped it. But no, I hid back there. The fuck, I don't fucking know. Why am I feeling guilty? I didn't do anything.
Zilla's gonna close whatever distance is between them, whatever pacing and stomping around the house they've been doing, and extend her arms to him in an invitation and not enforcing.
And Blue's just gonna take it.
I'm
Y'all
sorry.
You could have stopped it, Zilla. You could have. Somebody could have said something. Stop. They can't keep doing this. They can't. We talked about this. We had a family meeting. What's the point of a fucking family meeting if it doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
With this, Jet, for the crime scene cleanup, give me a wit science, because this is sort of like forensic stuff. That's the more you know about forensics, the better you're gonna be at covering your stuff. Two successes. You're muted. Willpower gives you still two successes.
This is my luck. Willpower hates me. It fucking hates me. I've
Do your
gotten more
best.
zeros than I've ever gotten in this game.
There's not a ton of time, but you try to make it quick. There's been a gunshot and an actual explosion.
I also have to
is
get
there-
rid of these cars.
Is there anything specific you want to accomplish with this? Is there anything you're looking for? Or are you just like getting rid of the evidence?
So basically I am taking away this evidence, and then I'm going to take these cars and roll them off into the woods. I'm going to ask Zilla to accompany me when I take these cars, because I do not want to do this shit by myself. And take whatever like shit that I can clean up and toss it in these things for the time being, so we can actually get a full-on cleanup out here, and then I'm out. So it's just getting the cars out with the body parts that are
anything-
remaining, and the body in the trunk, that sort of thing.
Are you trying to like recover anything from them, or are you just getting rid of everything?
The only thing I'm trying to recover from them is keys, so I can get into the car, and get rid of their weapons.
Okay. Would Zilla, you be part of this as well? Is there anything you'd want to?
I would.
I would also ask Blue after a while, giving Blue some time to come chill out, and be like, Blue, listen. There are people out here who tried to kill us, and we have to get rid of the evidence for now, because we do not have time to deal with crooked police. What would you do?
What do you think of that? Zilla would have been involved in it initially. Is there anything Zilla would want to?
I would probably have tried to go ahead and get Blue to go down into the basement. I assume there would have been a period of like emotional come down where it would be like innately sedated in a way, and just get him to go downstairs and lock him into the basement so we could go do that. Just knowing that like that kind of panic attack would probably knock him out for a second. And then I would go to help Jet take care of the cars and things. And if it was possible, if that phone with the footage of the inciting incident, Terry, the fuck, I would try to recover that. But I also understand if it was exploded.
So let's do. I no role really needed for that. Everything in that initial cluster stuff is, yeah, kind of gone. I mean, it's and his was still sort of in his hand. So that phone in particular, no. If you might be able to get someone else's phone, yeah.
Meat cleaver lady, I would check for that and see if I could get into the phone. If not, I would turn it off, pull out all the battery, SIM card, whatever shit, and keep that on my person at least for the meantime, and then get the fucking cars out of there.
Jet and Zilla can do. Yeah, he's sniffing out any of the
any bits that I might miss.
The meat that went flying. Both of you give me a wits investigation.
Oh boy. Can I get an actual crit instead of crit on one die?
I'm gonna re-roll
Okay.
because I got a 0, 0, 0, 0. And I got a 0.
Hey, it's the Jetzilla
First roll of the
connection.
night, starting off strong.
Jet with 2. This wasn't particularly so recovering some of the stuff, especially from the 4. I mean, obviously this you're cleaning up parts, not people. But the guy with the helmet, that helmet is still in pretty good condition. Like it weirdly like it didn't help because his lower half was blown off, but like yeah, that apparently whatever that stuff was made of was sturdy enough to like withstand that. Now it's up to you if you keep that, which could potentially tie you to something, or if you get rid of it with the rest.
I'll grab it for now.
Good to know. Okay, so with that happening, getting rid of some bodies, letting some vehicles roll off into the woods, Lenny taking Shahi to a hospital. That's their first part of the session. Okay, we'll be back to see what happens from here shortly. Bye.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe. There's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigil keep. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm going there to see my Savior, to sing His praise forevermore. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm just a going over.
All right.
We are back. We're gonna jump in real quick with Shahid and Lenny in the vehicle heading towards town. Go for it.
Lenny's like, her fingers are like drumming on the steering wheel, and she's going to, while driving, like saying, "Hey Google, call Julian, please."
This is the first time you see someone, you know.
What?
That was a lot to witness. Where's the cassette? Did I drop
Please stop talking.
it? No. Where's Blue?
At the
was
house,
terrible.
you're bleeding out, and you need to go to a hospital. And I'm torn between being very concerned and extremely upset with you.
This is how I
Bottom
go
line.
out. If this is how I go out. This is how I go out.
What?
If this is how I go out. This
This is
I
not
go
how
out.
you're gonna go out, okay?
Come on, Lenny.
I need you to be better, and then I need to slap you when you're better enough, and possibly kick you in the shins. Punch you in the face. I think punch you in the face is accurate. That one feels better. That's accurate. I will do that first. Slapping is no.
I am enjoying a good monologue right before everything fades to black. I'm trying to
Guess
stay
Google's
awake.
not like dialing. Fucking service sucks out here.
Turn on the music.
What
Turn
do you
some
want?
music.
What do you want to listen? No,
I
you know
don't-
what? I'm gonna put on Doja Cat, and then she like, like
Instantly
heyday.
healed.
I need you to tell Blue.
I don't need. You can tell Blue whatever you want to
Don't-
tell Blue.
Lenny, my parents were murdered by a werewolf.
You know, they're murdered by something.
And I'm gonna die out in this truck. So let's not
You're not.
pretend like what's happening isn't
Please shut the fuck up. Please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything. Just like you thought, like shooting an arrow would somehow calm the
I
situation.
didn't think they were gonna calm down. I just wanted.
So you
solve
wanted
it.
to die in a blaze of glory. That's it. I thought you were like a suit or some shit. Like
Blaze of
don't you know how to
glory.
like read a situation?
I'm bleeding out in a van. What do you think? No, not a van. This is not a van, right?
It's a fucking truck. I'm not gonna like
Whose car are we in?
in Jet's car.
Hey. Lenny. Blue. No. You know what? I'm not gonna piss you off any further. Did you talk to Jet?
No, I didn't talk to Jet. We were
You
kind
should
of in
talk
the
to Jet.
I was researching. I didn't realize everything was gonna go to shit while I was in the house.
Yeah.
And
We spent yesterday kind of.
the escalation from arrow to rifle to grenade kind of makes it hard to have that conversation. So here we are.
Bill's one of those things.
What?
Not Bowl. Bill Dent is like Not Bowl. Also, Fauna's body's missing. It's pretty much the whole of what I discovered yesterday.
I'm sorry, wait. Fauna's
Yeah.
missing?
Yeah.
I think you already discussed. You already
No, I
sort of
never-
had your.
I never
Oh,
said
you
anything.
specifically didn't.
Never
Okay.
specifically told me. Fauna's missing.
Uh-huh.
And Bill is
Bill
one of
Dent.
those things. And
Yeah.
okay.
B-word has a feather. One of the feathers. You know, it's not hurting so much anymore.
Okay, I'm just gonna focus on driving now. Like, please stop talking,
Hey.
okay?
Lenny.
I'd rather you not die in the back seat with me angry at you, okay? I'd rather you be alive and me angry at you. Can you do that?
Lenny.
I don't want anyone else leaving, okay?
I'm sorry.
For what?
Everything. And then I go to sleep.
Fuck.
Okay, you go. You'll be at the hospital for the night. If you're coming in with a gunshot wound, there's protocols, there's procedures that happen here. What's the plan, Lenny? This is kind of going to be on you.
Oh my god. Okay. Thanks, Shahid. So what I'm planning on doing is when we go to the hospital, I'm going to trim the video that I have up to the point where Shahid fired. I'm not that great at doctoring, I'm assuming, on my phone if I have my computer, probably. But I'm going to show that people came to the house, and I'm going to splice a section where at a certain point
So initially, potentially saving some complication, it's Dr. Same dude you dealt with before. Dr. Fox.
Yes, Dr. Fox.
Essentially, you come in with a gunshot wound. He's going to ask, kind of, so something I need to know. He's not asking for evidence and stuff. It's sort of on you to...
I see what you mean. Sorry.
How you want to proceed with this. You can do that and be like, something happened. It was their fault. Here's the evidence. Or you're going to try to be like, hey, be cool. Let's just keep this under wraps. That's kind of
I see.
which direction you want to take here.
I am going to okay, you know what, actually let me just want to tell him that people came to our house. It was essentially the pitchfork fire situation, blaming us for someone going missing is what I'm going to tell him, and it kind of escalated.
Is this like a police situation or what? Do I need to...
Not a police situation, town folk coming. I mean, I don't know if police need to be involved.
I just need to know if it's a police situation or not. If you're saying no...
No.
Okay.
Police are not involved.
Good enough for me. Yeah, and he's pretty cool about it and not that concerned with. If you're not trying to, like, if something happened that you need help with, he's more than willing to do that. But if you're saying, hey, let's just heal him, that's fine too. And I've made my medicine roll for him, which barely succeeded on. So she will heal 2 aggravated damage, but will essentially kind of be out of commission.
Into superficial or heal?
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought that if you heal that, it heals all the way from ag to just healed. But I could be wrong.
Let's look up the rules. Please, Pub.
Maximum aggravated damage can be converted is half the... Oh, it says converted. It's the wording. So we'll say superficial until I see otherwise. I'll let you look that up while we move on to other people. Okay, but that's essentially taking the remainder of the night. And Lenny, I assume you stay there with him. Back at the place, Jet decided to keep the helmet. Zilla and Jet to clean up. Blue is sort of left to sort of go through what he's going through in the basement. Oddly, I mean, you're always listening, right? Just waiting to hear the sirens. Any moment. But I mean, this is Shahid's family's place is kind of tucked away. There's no like immediate neighbors. Maybe you got
Honestly, I
lucky, or
think
maybe
Jet
something's
would
up.
Not be all that stressed about it. Like
Okay.
the police coming at all. I just wouldn't be, because we're in the middle of nowhere. Jet's blown up shit on his fucking property before, and no one's came looking. So he's just like, if this is anything like that, then there'll probably be no one. But before sunlight hits, we need to get some of this shit out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, you spend the night doing that. Getting 2 successes to clean up. Anything else?
I do go to Jet. Or not to Jet, to Blue. I know Blue probably doesn't want to be bothered by me, but I do go to Blue, and I'm like, Blue, buddy, Real talk, I need your help. And you can choose not to help me if you want to. But for the sake of everyone here, I need you.
You need me?
Yes.
What do you need me to do?
I have a medieval helmet, and I also need your eye for detail. You're super smart, and you're smarter than me, and I could use your brains.
What did you just say?
You're smarter than me, and I could use your brains.
Uh-huh. And so, for the past few days, when Blue has been suggesting things to the group, just didn't take that to heart.
I took some of it to heart.
Some of it, yes. So it's selective hearing from
So you
fucking
always-
Jet again. No, I'm not even going to call
Listen.
you Jet anymore because you're not Jet. You're not Jet anymore. You're Jefferson. Because I don't know you.
Don't do that.
I'm going to
Don't do
do
that.
it. I'm going to do it.
Don't do that.
Because you're not Jet. You're not Jet anymore. Jet died when he was 18 and he left here. I haven't seen Jet in a long time.
Okay. If this is the way
I
it's
think
gotta
the
be,
drinking isn't to help you forget. I think the drinking is to keep back the monster that's really inside of you. I'm not angry, Jet. I'm just disappointed. Which probably won't be effective at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to doctor some footage to make it look like they shot first. Because when the police eventually do come around, and they will, because 4 members of the citizenry of Strenna are dead and missing, they're going to ask questions. And I'm not going to let your decisions get in the way of what I'm planning to do here. Do you want to know why I came back? It wasn't
You know
just
what, Blue? I'll let you talk.
Thank you.
I have.
Yeah.
And I think your problem is you're way more like me than you care to admit. You see, I look at your face and I can see the same eyes I have. It's a fucking reflection. And you're struggling so hard with that. You want to be something so God's damned different, but we are alike. We both love this shit in our own way. We love the hunt. We love the danger. We love all of it. The only difference between me and you is I don't hide from it. Yeah, I drink. But the drinking is not to hold back the monster or forget the monster there. No. The monster is all that's left. The drinking is to make sure I don't remember my family while I do it. But you are my family. Shahid, for all of his fucked up shit that he's dealt with or dealing with and putting on me, is family. And I am not going to let anyone fuck with any of you while I'm around. So if a few fucking rando, racist, MAGA hat wearing motherfuckers want to come up to my family's house, I will blow them up in a hot goddamn second with no regrets. But don't you play righteous with me. Don't fucking do it. You didn't get beat up like that playing safety games and being afraid. Don't play that shit with me. You challenge something bigger and more dangerous than you. And I know it because I do it all the goddamn time. And you lost.
There's another difference between me and you, Jet.
My decisions haven't put my family members directly in the crosshairs. All your decisions to protect us have put us in danger.
They came
That
looking
decision
for
to
you.
throw a fucking
They
grenade.
came looking for you. If
Yeah.
they weren't looking for you, then we would never been here. So who put who in danger?
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. Both of you shut the fuck up. Both of you shut the fuck up. Just like I told Shahid last night, we can all compare our bullshit and be like, mine's worse than yours, or mine makes me meaner. I don't give a fuck. I don't. And neither do you. Or we wouldn't be talking about this. You can compare, measure, whatever it is that people do when they want to feel better about their shitty choices. We've all made them. We've all made them, and we suck at making those choices, and that's why we're still fucking here. So, sit in your chair, Blue. Grapple with the certainty of death and the destruction of life, whether good or evil or whatever the fuck you want to correlate it to. Jet, decide that what you did was justified because you're protecting something that was important, or decide that it doesn't fucking matter if you justify it. I don't give a shit. What are we doing next? What's the next step? Shahid's in the hospital. Where do we go next?
I was
Into-
going to ask Blue if they could look over the outside and see if there was anything that I missed. Also, where the fuck this medieval ass helmet came from.
All right, Blue, what do you think is important right now? What holes do you see?
I'll take a look outside.
So thank you, Zilla.
I'll punch you later.
I'll take a look outside when I'm done doing what I have to do with this footage, but I also have to get in contact with the one person that's probably going to actually get us a shipment of iron and the things that we need to actually take care of these fucking things that are on the property.
Perfect. I'm glad we're prioritizing well. Those sound great to me. If Braxton can help you double check, Jet, fantastic. Otherwise, what is the most immediately pressing thing we need to do? I assume go to the
Probably
house, look to see what's
fucking
going on with Terry.
Sleep. None of us have gotten a chance to fucking rest.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get that sometime soon. So I'm gonna go to the house and look to see what the fuck happened to Terry, this person that I know so well and give a shit about.
Don't go to the house by yourself.
Don't. The red caps are there, and so is Alec. It's dangerous.
Then what do you think we need to do?
If you're gonna go on the property at all, you have to be outfitted with iron. You have to be outfitted. We need Lenny. We need Lenny, and we need her research.
Listen. Maybe we need to get the fuck away from here.
Jet, for the first
You
time
said
in a
me?
while, you hear that whistle.
I slap him
fuck?
across the face.
Not away from all of this place, just this house. God damn it.
Where else do we go,
I
Jeff?
heard it. I heard it.
Where else do we go?
I don't know.
We don't have provisions. We don't have Wi-Fi, electricity, anything at the house. There's a satyr that can just walk in whenever he wants to. There's red caps
Weren't you
with chainsaws.
talking about kidnapping some girl?
No, making a deal to get one of these fuckers off of our back so we can take care of the main thing that's causing our issues. That's what I've been
did
trying to
not
do.
answer the exact question. You were talking about kidnapping her, so let's just go and do that.
I told Shahid to get in contact with her so she could come here and talk to the fucker.
Why do y'all insist to thinking that these monsters are just going to have a friendly chat?
Because we don't have the resources to deal with them, Jefferson.
So
Okay, so what
giving
I'm
people
hearing
up to
is that
die
I need to
is-
go collect an amount of iron.
We need to find iron. Let's do
I don't
that.
know if you know this about me, but like I do some metalworking, something about like I like swords or artwork, whatever. So I'm gonna go get some iron, a local supply. Blue, I need you to do what you need to do, which is focus on a task. And you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it very well. Okay? And that's the only thing you're gonna do.
Braxton, stay with them. We're gonna get iron.
Tonight, I mean, obviously nothing's open right now. Most of these are
We
going
got
to be
about
tasks
3
for
hours
tomorrow.
before Home Depot opens up.
Yeah, so
That's the power of the Home Depot. Selling shit at 6 o'clock in the morning.
moving things forward then, getting at least for the three of you figuring out what you want to do the next day. Shahid's and Lenny being in the hospital overnight. We'll sort of move things along. Lenny, are you going to stay there, sleep there, or are you going back to the home?
Can I, because personally, I do not want to be at the house right now, because fuck that.
You can stay at the hospital.
But I would like to, because do I have data while at the hospital?
Yeah, in town you have data. You have
Okay,
service.
so I would like to do research about the things I know while this is happening, in terms of identifying some of the monsters we might not know about.
Okay. What specifically? So pick a thing to research, and we'll do a roll for it.
I would like to.
I will also say you have, was it 3 dots in mentor?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I?
So I'll
call
say
him?
if you want, you can pick a thing to toss to your mentor, and then you could pick a thing for you yourself to investigate.
I was hoping I could do that. So yes, that's exactly what I would like to do. So call up Julian while pacing in the waiting room. Hey, shit's hit the fan. This town is fucking crazy. Hopefully I could leave soon at some point. Holy shit. But besides the pictures I sent you, there's something else I need you to do for me if that's possible. Can you do research into like an entity that whistles to gather attention, normally in the woods, leaves behind feathers, black feathers. And once you look at it, you black out and vanish or are taken.
That's incredibly vague. You got nothing else for me? Any other details? This thing just whistles?
It whistles and calls, hey, over here. Hi.
So it's when you're trying to get away.
Also, yes, thank you. Also, whenever you're trying to leave a location, whenever you're trying to say you were leaving home or need to get away from somewhere, it comes for you. It doesn't matter if it's in the woods or not, actually.
Okay. Anything else?
It moves incredibly fast. It's kind of appears as a shadow as well.
Yeah, none of this is ringing a bell, to be honest, but that's kind of good. I like finding out new shit. Okay.
All right.
If you have anything else for me, let me know.
Anything on that the trap sigils at all?
No, I've been hitting a lot of dead ends with what you got. Yeah, I've been trying to slowly put them together. Like I said, I don't know. I'll update you when I got something. I'm close. I got a few people that I've sort of sent it off to, and I'm waiting to hear back from them.
All right.
And in the meantime, yeah, this will give me something else to do. Good. It's getting yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Fuck, this place is fucked. And I hang up. Personally, Lenny is going to look into replacing the people that are being replaced. Allergy to eggs, sudden hunger, black blood, all this other stuff, and rubbery appendages, slippery appendages.
This will be an intelligence occult for you.
Would this be my library if I wanted to look into what this might be?
Yeah, let me remind myself what library does. Oh, that's how to alt them. That's your specific thing. Libraries resolve academics? What does that do exactly?
I think there's the actual.
I'll look it up. I think if you use this in a minute.
Mhm.
Here we go. So roll resolve academics, roughly a day researching, gives you a clue, how to decide on the nature of it. Okay, yeah. So we'll start with library. Give me resolve academics.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay. 1 second.
Success. And I think if you didn't use desperation dice, what's your
It's
gaining information while the hunt research? Yeah, this seems like a great time to add 4.
Okay, so roll 4. Hang on 1 second. Oh well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. And that's for your library. So that's going to give you a clue. Okay. For the missing persons specifically. All right, that's good. That's very good.
Please. Something.
So looking into some of the things you know, specifically the things like happen to people who left or something like that, and so what are the parameters you're looking at exactly? Give me the list of things you're trying to search with. Your what would be your keywords essentially?
Someone that being replaced by essentially someone that looks a doppelganger of someone else. Black inky blood, slippery, and sometimes rubbery appendages. Has exact memory of the individual lost and can lure people or not calm them down with their voice.
Okay. With that many successes, you have essentially a family, a category to look into. This seems fey in nature, some sort of changeling, likely. And a key clue you're going to get because of your edge is that memory thing you brought up. That they have, it's not someone just pretending to be, it's someone who's actually seems aware, can very accurately do that. That's usually only possible if there's some sort of connection with the person they're replacing still. So your guess is if someone is replaced, they are probably still alive.
No.
You sort of hit on hive mind stuff before. There's most likely something to where there's sort of a connection where they're able to pull this information. Yeah, because like I said, that the especially Bull's story was very accurate. They knew details that only Bull would know, not someone who's just trying to pretend them to be them. So a bit of good news, maybe, that if this person has that sort of accuracy, that means Bull's still out there somewhere. But it also means Bull belongs to whatever these things are right now.
I'm happy, but also terrified is the best way to put it. Okay.
You find, yeah, we'll keep it at that. You could do further research before. That's pretty big. And then you send your mentor on the looking up the stuff about the creature. And yeah, so I mean, you've been doing research sort of throughout the day too. So this is sort of the culmination of like things in the day, and then at night, sort of tapping into your digital library as well. And you're sort of instead of, I mean, you're exhausted, you're sort of interrupted, you're sleeping and stuff. But I mean, things are bad. You got to start getting answers, and you know that's what everyone's relying on you for. So you're just pushing yourself to stay up as late as you can to do so. Looking through your phone, doing some things, putting some stuff together. You get an email notification.
What does it say? I'm gonna go to my email.
Sorry we missed you.
Do I see the email address? Or is it just like some generic anonymous at gmail.com?
No. It's sent by Thorn at throne.com. I'm going to click on it. All it is an embedded video.
I'm not going to open it. I am going to forward this to Blue. And I'm going to message Blue and say, in the body, it was like, doing some research, got some hits. Keep this on the down low, though. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a virus or not. I'm just sending it to the person that would know what to do.
Yeah. At this point, Blue would be asleep. You're the one kind of force yourself to stay up. The others are asleep. So, and then you're just going to put it away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I do not go to sleep. I am going to ask the receptionist at if they have coffee.
Yeah, you step out of the room with Shahid, who's finally sort of sleeping peacefully thanks to a lot of medication. You go out. The receptionist seems to be away from their desk. Their computer's open, and you see a huge video player pretty much taking up the whole screen. Looks like the exact same video preview you had on your phone.
I'll look at it. I'm gonna look around. I don't see the
And it
menu.
starts playing.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch it then.
And you remember the moment, even though you're watching it, it's almost like you're remembering it more than watching it. It's a video of the day you were dropped off at Epiphany Home. You stepping out of the car. Both of your parents sort of walking you up to the door to Mama Fana. Your dad or your mom looking at you saying, we're gonna get you back soon. I promise.
Okay.
Dad saying, we'll explain everything in due time. They're gonna take good care of you here. And they hug you tightly, just both of them, wrapping you up at the same time. Tell you goodbye.
Pinky promise?
Yeah. And all three pinkies sort of interlock in a weird, messy way. But that's not what the video is actually showing. That's how you remember it happening. This video is from a vantage point of like one of the upper windows of Epiphany Home, clearly from like an older camcorder. You see yourself, you see young Lenny doing the hug, you see little Lenny's pinky out, but like nothing. There's no one there. Mama Fana's there. You see Mama Fana looking sadly at you. You see her fingers sort of just twitching as she looks at you, kind of a tear welling up in her eye. Then you do that, you look away as if your parents were walking away. Then Mama Fana takes your hand. Look what I found. and hands you a welcoming gift as you go inside the door. And as soon as you step inside the door of Epiphany Home, you're stepping outside the door of Epiphany Home, much older this time. That same vantage point, someone's recording you from one of their windows. But you see an older Lenny. Don't remember doing this, but there's a weird familiarity about it. You're sneaking out. It's pitch black. There's a little bit of moon because you planned it this way so you'd have moonlight. You wouldn't be relying on a flashlight or anything like that. And you open up that journal of yours, the one full of notes and clues and all sorts of things. And you look at that address once again, and you've checked it over and over. It's seared into your brain, but you find yourself repeating it like a mantra now. You close it, and you begin trudging through the woods late at night, putting all of this weird summer training to work, and you find yourself near where Lon disappeared. And there's a moment where you stop and you listen, the hair standing up on the back of your neck, but nothing. If anything, the silence is almost more uncomfortable. It's heavy, it's purposeful. But you have a purpose too. If your parents aren't going to come to you, you will go home to them. To their new home, though, your research found their house burned down in a fire very shortly after you left, but you've tracked them down to this new address. You open your notebook, you check it again just to make sure. The address in Chicago. You close it. It's a night of trekking through the woods all night, and you arrive in the bus station in town just in time to take the earliest bus to St. Louis, to then get on the train to Chicago. From Chicago, you get a taxi, and eventually you find yourself the next night outside the Stone Row House in Old Town, a relic of Chicago, one of the few buildings that survived the fire, a Victorian-style home, large windows, and turreted roof accents. It is pouring, but you've managed to grab an umbrella from someone not paying attention on the train ride here. And you decide to risk soaking your notebook for one last look, the address, just to make sure. Umbrella, open the notebook. The address isn't there. So you sort of balance the umbrella and you start turning frantically. Nothing. Nothing. Some of the rain starts hitting your notebook, and you look in desperation as the words, your notes, literally start running off the page, hitting the ground. All this meticulous research literally washing down a street drain. But you look up, this is the place. You don't need your notebook to tell you that. So you close it, and you take a few steps up towards the door. You gather your resolve, get ready to knock. But you look in, they have large windows on the front. You could see straight through inside. And you see your parents slowly rotating around the table, setting it for dinner. And then you see yourself as you accidentally drop a plate. You almost instinctively reach out to catch it, as you do inside as well. It drops, it shatters. Lenny inside looks disappointed, but they're quickly put at ease. Your mom smashes a plate herself to sort of make you feel better. And then your father sort of sighs and playfully tosses his own sort of towards her in retaliation. You look at that address on the door. This is the place, you think. The rain's starting to erode even the physical address on the door now. And you look back to the window, but the lights are off inside. They were on just a second ago. You were able to see straight through. Now you only see the reflection of the street light. But then lightning gives you a brief moment of illumination. And right on the other side of the window, making contact with you, is you. This wicked grin on your face. You take a step back, sort of startled by this. You slip down the stairs, tumbling, hitting your head hard at the bottom, splashing in the water that is gathered there. You look over, a little bit of your blood mixing in with the water, your notebook splayed open in front of you. Your notebook's empty, except words start to form on the page. Sorry, we don't miss you. And you wake up in the morning next to Shahid's bed. All of you wake up. Those of you who have not can cover your stamina score and superficial health damage if you have it. I believe we've already done. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Yeah, we'll do a double willpower because it's been a night. You can recover any superficial willpower damage, your resolve or composure, whichever is highest. Because you guys did do a little bit of aftercare for yourselves. It's the next morning. You check your phone, that email is not there. Probably never was.
You're tossing and turning. You okay? You're not
yeah,
okay.
I have to go.
Wait, no, I'll come with you.
No, you stay. You need to. I'm going to punch you later.
The doctor sort of peeks. No, he could go. He's I mean, take it easy, obviously, but I don't want anyone asking questions. So also kind of, you know.
You mean I wasn't here? Got it. Come on.
I mean, if you were here, you weren't shot.
What bullet hole? I don't see a bullet hole.
Yeah,
Take it easy. Here's
'cause he
these.
still gotta
Are you
get
okay to
paid.
take these? He hands them to Lenny instead. You be the judge if he's okay to take these. That shit could be addictive, but it's
Yeah.
what we got.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're going. Yes. There's a bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Is that okay? Yeah. Why I'm
Yeah,
asking you. Yes. So I'm gonna leave I'm assuming it's like a hospital bed or whatever. Leaving to go to the main area where there's a bathroom. While I'm doing that,
I
Yeah.
just want you to know you would have gotten a text from Jet saying, is Shahid?
I am not going to just let her walk to the bathroom.
nope. I was like, you stay there. You're hobbling.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna be able to hop up out of
won't be able
bed,
to keep
rip your
up.
stuff off, and yeah, Lenny goes to the bathroom before she's really. You're still pretty woozy.
I am going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to close the door and lock it. Go to the mirror. Stare at myself. I'm going to say that I have like a pocket knife.
Okay.
I'm like, look at myself. Okay. Flip it open. I'm going to like cut my hand to see something. And then like test it, and then I'm gonna do it.
You wince. You cut. You watch some droplets of red blood drip into the sink.
Okay. Whew, fuck. Okay. All right. Yeah. And flip them. Thank God. And I'm going to double check myself in the mirror. Okay. Yes. Then I'm going to leave the bathroom. It's like, oh fuck, I cut myself on the sink. Do you have a bandage?
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. It gets you a bandage. I do get other patients though, so
Yeah. We're leaving.
cool.
Shahid?
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so what was the nightmare like? What'd you find out?
What?
The nightmare. The one where you realized some part of your past is a bit different than what you thought. That one.
Is this a known thing?
Happened to me last night. Not last night.
No.
Days are kind of blurring together. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even. I remember. And then we're like getting into the car. I remember my mom and dad dropping me off. I remember that. And then it was like a different point of view, and they weren't there. It was like I was at the front door and they weren't. It was like there was empty air and it was just there, and
They never dropped you off.
they never dropped me off, and Mama Fauna was doing something, and
I'm thinking that when she brought us to the house, she tried to take away the worst of it. I mean, I guess when you kind of witness a murder, there's only so much that can happen, but she tried to ease the pain. I mean, we saw it, right? That That night, that day. So when we got the Christmas gifts, remember that?
Yeah.
Something's been bugging me about that day ever since. Because Lon opened up a box. I don't remember what was in it, but Lon opened up a box. And then they were gone. Right? And then he came back and he was fine. But something about that is missing. This has been happening again and again. Every single time something terrifying happened, we were pacified.
Do you remember? Did I ever leave? Did I ever leave and come back?
Not
No.
that either of you remember.
No, you didn't. You never left. And you never came
Actually,
back.
take that back, Lenny. You kind of remember.
I do kind of remember that.
Kind of, maybe?
I remember. I didn't remember it before, but I remembered going to Chicago and going to my old house. And there was something else there that looked like me. It was like I never left.
Well, if that person exists on the internet, we can find her. Lenny, where's your car?
It's I took Jet's truck.
We did?
Yes. I mean, I don't blame you for not knowing because you were bleeding in the back seat. So that's totally understandable why you didn't remember half of that ride.
I mean, I don't remember anything after.
I would fucking punch you if you weren't hobbling around right now. You know that, right?
You can punch me still if you'd like.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
I have
probably
sense,
deserve it.
unlike almost everyone fucking here.
Did I say anything?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you, though.
Probably for the best. I don't want to know if I embarrass myself.
Sure. Mama Fauna can manipulate memory.
Or the fire can. Or the
She
hearth.
can.
Or...
She was doing it. She was doing it.
Where did it happen? When your brain was...
It was like a point of view from someone, like a camera, a camcorder or something.
Where
From the
was it?
Upstairs window above the entrance.
No, where were you? Where were you in Fauna? Outside the house, inside the house?
Outside the house, in front of the.
So maybe, yeah, maybe it was her. Because if it was inside the house, I'd be inclined to think maybe it was the hearth or something. But... Huh.
But why would I be here and another me be somewhere else? Why?
Maybe you have a twin.
I don't have a twin.
Look. Wait, Blue. Shit, where's the cassette?
I don't know. Like looks away. We should get going. You know, like
What the hell happened last night?
you shot an arrow at fully loaded religious nuts who opened fire on you, and then Jet threw a grenade in response.
Jet did what now?
Jet threw a grenade. They're dead. And yeah, we're going back to that. So right now I'm trying to not punch you, and I don't know what I would do when I get there. So I'm trying to do other things.
Yeah. Listen, we'll find out what happened. Your parents can be tracked then, right? And your face...
I've been trying to track them for years, Shahid.
There's a difference between you and someone like Blue who can get into like computer systems.
I have connections in the police force. Okay, we've done the missing persons sweep. We've done
Lenny.
everything. Yes, fine. Blue is special. We can.
No, it's not that. If the police did find something odd, we would have gotten rid of it.
I don't fucking exist. Thorn doesn't exist.
Maybe we did that too.
You know who does exist? The other three party members. As let's say Shahid and Lenny eventually make their way back to the home so we can reconvene and get this thing rolling. So, having this discussion. We'll say that the talk could have happened sort of on the way home as well, because there's a lot to do. There's still, you're not sure what they. Hopefully they cleaned it up. You don't know what's going on, but you haven't heard anything from them that something bad has happened, so you assume the best. As we'll sort of fast forward a little bit to, yeah, unless there's something immediately Zilla, Jet, and Blue wanted to do in the morning. But yeah, still no cops, no anything like that. So anything you wanted to do?
Blue is going to walk the front yard and try to see if there's any distinguishing features that are left behind. Things like teeth, fingers, things of that nature. As much as it discusses them, anything, identifications, wallets, things of that nature.
Anything that Jet would have found, he would have burned.
And is going to utilize
Just an
Pee-wee
FYI.
to kind of like do like a scan. Actually, I'm going to utilize Pee-wee to do a scan so I can do something else. Actually, because Pee-wee is autonomous. So
Sure. What's your intention with this? Are you looking for things to identify the people, or are you looking just to make sure you clean up all the evidence?
just make sure to clean up. Just have Pee-wee do a scan.
That's
like an
fine.
investigation
We'll
scan.
say between Pee-wee and you going over the footage and kind of, yeah, that's there's certainly some things Jet missed with only 2 successes, but it was during the daylight, being a little clear, being a little more methodical and taking your time. You
Braxton would have accompanied you for this. While
Yeah,
Jet's making
yeah.
breakfast for sure.
you guys can sort of improve upon the cleanup process the next day. Absolutely.
Perfect. The thing before I get into the thing that I really want to do, I am going to utilize my contact, which is Trip.
Yeah.
Trip is not a great contact, but Trip is the only person that Blue has in town. Because Trip's dad used to own the Radio Shack.
Yep.
It closed down. And if we're being stonewalled, whether that is an intentional pun or not, we've got to get gear. We've got to get stuff so Jefferson can make traps. And so fucking I can do more stuff with my drone. Because we're going to be walking into, we got to be able to produce stuff. And so Zilla can effectively make iron stuff. So I've got to be able to get gear. I've got to get gear that's sent here.
So what gear are you looking for? Iron or anything more specific?
Zilla is capable of finding iron. I'm fully convinced. I do want to have a conversation with Zilla. Blue wants to have a conversation with Zilla at one point. But Blue is confident. Zilla seemed very confident. Zilla is capable. She got it. Blue, I need this basement is bare. I need fucking monitors. I need cables. I
think we established earlier you've had your stuff sent here.
Oh, did I thought that got stonewalled as well? Did it actually
No,
get sent here?
the stuff you got
Perfect.
sent here, you got.
Okay.
You got your setup. Yeah, you're good on that.
I want to
The
find
things
stuff
that were stonewalled was specifically like contractors to start fixing the
to
house.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, to the house. Okay, perfect. Fine. Then I want to get in contact with Trip and just see if Trip can get us stuff for Jefferson to make traps, to make bombs, tripwires, explosives, to fill with iron and things of that nature, like that whole thing. That yes,
I'll say if you Zilla, you also have a probably staying at the local now unowned motel as your assistant who just waits to be called upon in this town with nothing to do.
I've increased her pay, brought her down here. I was nicer to her that last time we spoke, so now she's stuck here with me too.
It's possible if you want to where you can set your assistant to like, hey, there's a metalworking person, blah, blah, blah. Go collect iron and bring it here.
Mhm.
And then Blue, you can use your contact to send someone to like get us some kind of gadget, like some weird stuff you'll need to allow Jet to sort of, you and Jet to finagle some stuff. If your guys find kind of tapping your contacts for a little bit for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not, maybe it doesn't matter, but I would allow her to potentially use like my fame side of things to be like, yeah, she's got this new like homecoming piece that she's working on where it's like tackling, childhood trauma. Like she can make a whole story up about the new art piece, and that being like whatever sources give us that potential being well compensated based on art sales and yada yada, whatever fame she needs to throw behind
I'll
it.
say you can tap into your fame to not have to spend any resources on this and get like quality stuff, because after all, rich people get stuff for free because they're the ones who need it, right?
Yep. Gotta use that where you can.
Absolutely. Because after all, if you can imagine Dirk's iron being mentioned when you display your latest art pieces,
Publish
gonna
it
do
in Vogue.
wonders.
Publish it in Vogue.
Amazing. Okay, so those things are underway, and they'll probably be the morning. Jet making breakfast. Lenny drives Shahid back after you've had your discussion on the way about your dreams and some of this Fauna stuff. And the gang's back together. Lenny, you would have got a hit. Your mentor would have sent you some research that they did. They can't really find like a supernatural thing with this, but this thing kind of sounds like, I mean, a lot of supernatural things, especially if you're dealing with Fae, sort of mimic natural things. This thing, some of its behavior seems kind of like a bird, or maybe an amalgam of a couple birds. There's a mockingbird, right, that can do different noises, mimic things, stuff like that. They're quite aggressive little creatures as well, and they're known for pretty high nests. But then some of the things got him to thinking too, if they're connected to this other stuff. There's the cuckoo bird, a parasite, something that lays its eggs in other nests, so other people will have to raise them. He said, I haven't quite tapped the supernatural connection, but it seems to follow some patterns that exist in our world. Perhaps we can use that to our benefit, or you can use that to your benefit.
Well, because you helped. Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah. But that also sort of gives him a Fae leaning, because again, those are the creatures that most often reflect some sort of part of nature, especially.
Mm.
So, with that information, everyone being together, being a little bit better than we were a few hours ago, what's the next step? What do you guys want to do?
Jet walks up out of the basement, has set up. The basement is now just full.
You mean Blue?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I was like,
Blue
Jet
has
Blue.
Blue has Jet Blue. Blue has set up Blue's Bayou 2. Blue Bayou 2 down in the basement, just fully set up monitors and everything like that, and a workbench to work on Pee-wee.
Go ahead, sorry.
Okay, snap. And Blue just like walks up and just like picks at some of the breakfast and just goes, and then like just puts some on a plate and is like looking at like a pad and goes, hey Jay, so when we get some iron from Zilla, we need to get iron bullets. We need to make some kind of iron weapons for stabbing. We need traps. We need explosives. We need tripwires and things of that nature. If we're going to set up a banquet for some red caps, and if we're going to trap Alec by using Charlie as bait, then we got to lock it down.
You got it, Aqua.
Thank you.
I can help with the weaponry. Can we? Okay, yeah, I can help with the weaponry. Jesus, fucking Christ.
Lenny walks through the door. What's good? What's happening?
Everything. Okay?
Hey!
Like, just walks past Jet entirely. It's like,
Jet's just in the kitchen, just like making like a fucking feast. because
You
he
want-
doesn't know
you want
what else
some
to do.
food?
So there's
Yeah.
probably like 24 eggs in here.
Yeah.
There's turkey bacon.
Zilla just let him focus his energy on creating
Pancakes.
sustenance and just supervised as best as she could. I hope you guys are really hungry.
I'm not. Thanks. Shahid's kind of better, clearly.
I walk over to the couch and lie down on it.
Excellent.
I just put a thumb up, just above the couch.
Perfect.
Can we?
Shahid, I'm gonna make you a short bow.
Not hungry.
All right, we're gonna make sense here. Okay.
You gonna eat a bow?
I'm also on morphine.
Oh, he's high.
He's
I've
very
been there
high.
before.
I mean, when you take that to the chest, I can imagine morphine is needed.
Glad
They give
you're
him
okay.
oxy.
Lenny,
Yes,
everything okay?
they're probably changelings, the ones that are replacing people.
What?
They're. It seems that whatever the flying thing with the black feathers might be dropping them off and replacing them with people, possibly.
So we
It
got
seems that-
scroll storks.
They're like a mockingbird or like what is it, a cuckoo.
I look straight at Blue when I say this.
What happened?
A mockingbird?
A mockingbird. The whistling and the calling and trying to. Not sure what it is exactly, but it is mimicking things in nature is the best way to put it. But it is responsible, I'm assuming, for replacing people.
And placing them in this nest.
Mhm.
Also, look, I didn't tell you yesterday because I didn't want to make you freak out, and also I was going through my own shit. Fauna's body's missing.
What?
Excuse me?
Fauna's body is. I should have told you yesterday. I should have told any one of you, but
We don't have time for this.
we don't.
I-
But you still deserve to know.
I am also extremely convinced that Mama Fauna wasn't a human.
Then
Do
what
you-
was she?
Do you want to tell them?
She's some being that can manipulate people's memories. That's a lot of things. I'd rather not talk about why I know that. But things are different from when we came to the home and now. Memories blocked off. And now that I'm
I was
assuming,
a baby. I was a baby. A
Yeah.
baby.
You were.
But no, that's the. What if I
Maybe.
wasn't?
Yeah. Maybe.
But I doubt it.
That's the,
Look, from what we can tell, she can manipulate things within a certain degree. So Lenny, instead of being dropped off by nobody, was dropped off by her parents. Well, there's only so much you can change what I saw. But I saw things clear. I had a nightmare the other night. Kind of fucked with my brain.
Me too.
you blew.
Yeah.
Lenny, did you wake up with a key anywhere nearby?
Did I wake up with a key? I don't think I did.
Yeah, a detail I forgot to mention, but that's sort of what woke you up, is this kind of heat, this burning sensation in your pocket where the key was.
Yeah. Right here.
Is there a
Okay.
physical key? Still?
Yeah.
I pull up.
No, you were all given a physical key.
The house. Yep.
I don't know why we were there at this point. I'm starting to think that my parents never dropped me off and that I was replaced.
But you managed to escape and
Well,
find
hold on,
yourself
hold-
here.
how do you know which one is which? If that's the case.
I cut my hand. No
So
black
what if
blood.
the other one cuts their hand?
No. Mm.
Jet just chugs
She cut-
scalding hot coffee. Just
She cut her hand in a bathroom because she wanted to prove that she didn't have black blood like Bull.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm human. But I don't know what the fucking dream was. Okay,
Like, even if you weren't human, I'll be honest, I don't care.
I kind of do.
You shouldn't. You're still a person. You behave like a person.
Let's not talk about this. Okay.
Sure.
Bottom line.
Blue grimaces at that.
Changeling. Also, they might have a hive mind situation going on, and that's why information's passing around fast enough, like you two being married.
a hot.
Well,
Wait,
we
we're
are.
married now?
We are married now. At
Yeah,
this point.
apparently.
And you
Hive
were
mind.
next to my hospital bed. I'm offended.
The only reason why Fake Bull was able to remember everything properly was because there's a connection to the real Bull. Real Bull's alive somewhere. That's the only way that was going to work.
The nest.
So, with a hive mind, just like with any kind of computer network, you're not going to be able to shut it down by cutting off the branches. You have to go down to the very root of it to burn it down.
But at least at the very least, changelings are Fae, and we know what the weakness is for
I
that.
And we're working on that. Speaking of which, Zilla, I have to talk to you about that as well. I'm also going to try to make some adjustments to Pee-wee that might be able to help out a little bit more than just spotting things.
Blue, I need to talk to you too.
Now you want to talk?
Yeah, I do.
Rest up, drink some water,
This
let me
is
finish my work, and then we can talk. This is
Blue.
important, Shahid.
This is important too.
It's called boundaries, Shahid. Remember, you set those the last family dinner, and then we ended up like this. So let's all take care of the things we need in order to survive. Okay?
We'll talk afterwards. But right now, I really need to focus on what I can do to make sure that nobody else gets hurt.
I have started working on building non-lethal munitions.
Jet,
Progress.
you just saved yourself from so many arm punches. I'm so proud of you. I was really
In
getting
therapy, we
tired
call
thinking
this
about it.
growth.
Yes.
Well, this is going on. Who has the phone that was recovered?
I do.
Notification goes off on that individual's phone from an app called RE:Venge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Love that. Doesn't it say freedom app?
no, it's just a notification, and you can see a little preview that says just checking in on the hunt, and then an option to rate their services. That's where we'll take our last break. We'll come in to finish this app off in some sort of way. I don't know how. We'll see what happens. Bye.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe. There's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigil keep. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm going there to see my Savior, to sing His praise forevermore. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm just a going over home.
We are back. The cell's back together. Everything's cool. Everyone's happy. Zilla just got a notification on a phone that does not belong to her. What are you doing with that information?
My plan originally when I procured this here phone was to give it to Blue at a moment that he was capable of processing more information, but now it is a high priority. So just announcing like up to everyone.
Announcing what? Up?
So you just like,
That's a-
is that like,
that's a
it was just literally like a
Midwestern
sound?
attention grabber.
Yeah. You all get
Yep,
the
yep.
Midwest announcement.
Hey,
Wow, very eloquent. What's
hey,
happening
folks,
now?
As Zilla squeezes
sorry,
right
just
by
messed
ya.
right past you. Blue, I was trying to wait till you didn't have as much on your plate, but this is now maybe a priority. You know, the vigilantes outside with their videos and stuff.
How can I forget?
They had an app apparently. Vengeance.
Wait, hold on.
Revenge.
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 Yeah. That one.
What is
That
that?
type of venge.
Business opportunity.
Yeah.
No, a bunch of dumbasses.
You're not gonna just know what that is without a roll. I'm not
Okay,
giving
I
you
was about to say,
org
like,
information with yeah.
So anyway,
I'll roll.
they have a communication system apparently, and maybe that's where like that video of Terry came from. I don't know, I'm putting a lot on your plate. You have a lot of other things to look at, but could you get into this
Can I see it?
thing? Yeah, well, obviously,
Can I see
yeah,
it?
take it. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Should
take the
he
phone.
potentially? Yeah, give me a. It's very much a tech. Give me intelligence technology.
Yeah, let's go.
Actually, both of you. It'll be the same for both of you. Blue to like get in and check this out, and Shahid to see if you remember if his been made aware of this from his time in special affairs. Lenny, perhaps too, if you feel inclined to make this roll.
What is it again?
Fucking dice. 8
2
fucking
successes
dice.
on 8 dice. Intelligence tech.
I'm fucking
Okay.
re-rolling these motherfucking
Please
dice.
do.
You've got to stop fucking me, roll 20. Oh, have I not paid enough? Have I not paid enough? I'm going to go to your office and I'm
glad
not going to
someone
do
else is
anything because I'm not
living
going to
my
make
life.
threats.
I will
but
re-roll
what the
that too.
This
Just-
game
I
is sponsored
will
by
say,
Demiplane.
I will say, Blue. Taking half for you, which I will offer you, is 4 successes.
Can I please take half?
Yes.
Please?
Still use your willpower.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
I will say this is something, it'll take some time because you need to get in here, you need to hack the phone, you need to do stuff. I'm going to say Zilla, like straight up probably, I know, because I get a notification. So it'll take a little bit of time, but taking your time, you can do this. Sade with 4 successes. Shahid would not know what this is. Lenny would, the name's familiar. It's like, yeah, there's a weird an app. There's essentially a hunter app, which you've heard about. You haven't really got your way in. What you understand is like an invite only thing.
Okay.
So you have not been invited, but you are aware that this exists.
Would Julian be invited?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Julian will also know about it. I'll say with your successes, and essentially thinks it's fucking dangerous. It's stuff that tries to lure amateurs into often dangerous situations. Usually fake shit, but they get it right a concerning number of times, and it rarely goes well.
So yeah, this fucking app, it's sus as fuck. Like it's not. It brings amateurs together to monster hunt and get it wrong, essentially.
See, here's the thing. I don't need to know what this is to think app, revenge, dumbasses. It's a straight line.
Either
what-
way.
His
Can I actually
netcode
have-
is actually pretty.
Either way, it's
Extensive.
invite only.
Yeah, Blue, looking at it a little bit more, taking your time, we'll say. You can immediately spot there's a thing called review, RE:view. It's like this data mining software on this phone. You pull up the terms and conditions, it's fucked. Like this is one of those things. Like this is why Blue's probably the type of person who actually reads terms and conditions. It's because of shit like this. This fine print allows Revenge, the parent, the company, full access to not only your phone but essentially anything that involves the internet and tech. They're allowed to check in on it. It's essentially just full tracking stuff. Like your privacy, everything is gone once you download this app.
Blue is going to go ahead and go to their bag and grab a cage-like device, and is going to toss the phone into that and close it.
Hey, can someone get
what?
me a glass of water?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Give me 1 second. I'll go over to the kitchen and get it.
If you download this, you sell everything to them.
What?
That's how they make their money. They own
You
your
said
data.
sell.
Opening the
Yes.
refrigerator. Okay, why throw it in a cage then? Is that supposed to stop something?
You know what a Faraday cage is?
No. What is that?
It blocks signals transmitting in and out to it.
Oh shit. Okay. Like
That way they
trot
don't
over
get
to
location
the
data
living room
on
to
us.
give
Though they probably
Shahid a
already
bottle of
got
water.
location data on us.
Because-
It's fine. They showed up to the house, so that's why they're looking for information.
I will also say, because it was obvious, because it's a notification you got, like how's the hunt going. This user, who you know to be Missy Schulte, is the name. I'm looking through her phone. Has accepted a contract, accepted a hunt. There's
I'm
a
going-
timer going. There's 5 days left on this hunt. You look at this specific hunt, and it is for a group of suspected demon or infernal cultists connected to this mysterious home that there's oddly very little information about. And people who go to this home or come to this home or are trained in this home, as the verbiage they use, essentially make some sort of demonic pact or demons themselves. So it's essentially alert for like people who come from the home are going to come around and try to reestablish this place or a problem. So a hunt was activated. You can see the day you guys arrived back into town.
Is there any kind of username that offered up this hunt as a job?
No, it came from the app itself. So kind of digging around, it seems the app aggregates certain... The app, or this company, is the one who puts them out. There is a social networking aspect of this app called Reverb, where you see hunters sort of sharing strategies, asking questions, things like that. This group, you can use this to find the names of everyone. There's Bobby and Bobby Joe Huggins, who you recognize, Oscar Ortiz. The person in the helmet looking through was Terry Broderick, which they did say other Terry at some point, so this was the other Terry. And then Missy Schulte, the person whose phone you have. They were in a group called Eye for an Eye. That's what they called themselves. Looking through sort of social media stuff, you could see initially what connected them was Facebook. All of them also are pretty active on Facebook, specifically complaining about the police not doing anything. Like, shit's going on in the town, and they feel like they're going crazy because no one else is acknowledging this stuff. And they see the pattern. Like, these fucking people from the home come back and shit happens. All of them have a story about something bad happening when someone from the home, one of these kids, came back into town. Something bad has happened to everyone. Or at least all of these people. And they've talked about it. They've complained to the police. They've done everything they can, but nothing has happened. And it's sort of desperation has led them to take matters into their own hands. And then this app is sort of pointing them in the right direction, it seems. It doesn't seem like they've really done much of their own research or sort of found this on their own. Though you can tell one of them strapped a body cam on themselves and went to scout for themselves, and you saw how that turned out. There's more to be garnered for this, but we'll leave that up to a roll at a later time. This is sort of what you get spending some time with it, taking half.
I need to dig into this more, and I need to look at everything. App design, UI, netcode, servers, everything. Does anybody feel like they're up to a little bit of catfishing?
Explain the plan having to do with catfishing.
That's a good point too. It seems how this works is essentially you submit proof that you completed a hunt, and the hunt's considered closed. Right now, your hunt is still open. The only people assigned to it are those 4 individuals who are now dead.
We got
I've pretended to
plenty
be
of
dead before.
hunt evidence to submit
We've got body parts.
in multiple states, countries,
but
continents.
Hold on.
I'm a pretty convincing crier, so if you put a little bit of duct tape on my mouth and take a picture of me crying with a gun pointed at my face, and then different stages of dismembering me.
Stop it for a second, okay? You need to go on the social networking app and figure out who in town has downloaded this thing before you get out of your head, because otherwise, the next time one of us goes into town, congratulations, hunt's open again.
Shahid, if they know that they're dead, they're gonna close the hunt. They're gonna close off access to this phone, the only access that I have to this app.
Listen to me, please, carefully. You need to figure out who else in this town could take up the hunt. You need to find
We have all the people who
hunters
are in this group. They're already
who
done.
are actually hunters who could submit evidence to be invited into the group and get access on their own accounts.
Here's the thing. We do not need forever. We need a short period of time. Blue is on the right track. We need to fake us being out of the picture.
I can submit something, I think. Old hunt of mine might be something.
Again, listen, please, hear me out. This is less temporary than you think.
I heard you the first time. I didn't mistake anything.
So all I'm asking is look who else has the damn app in this town. That is all. Why is that so hard?
Do you suggest for me to go around door to door and asking to see people's phones?
How else is he gonna find
It
this
has
out?
a social networking part. So
We're saying
think
the
you
same
just-
thing, Shahid.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing.
Is there a way to go? I'm not like I don't know anything about this,
Mimosas,
Lou,
anyone?
So, like, I don't know anything.
I don't drink.
Zilla, here's 2 of them for you.
Blue, is there any way to track who has downloaded the app?
Yeah, I just have to
I
get
appreciate your
into it. Its
dedication.
IP address
man.
is very simple thing. All I have to do is find out what their basic kind of IP address ping, triangulate it, and find certain phones that have the same matching one.
How
Okay,
much
can
is
you
it?
do that with the location of this town?
Absolutely. I just have to be able
Then-
to get in contact, getting connected with an ISP hub.
How do you know how to do that? Do you need help with
Go
that?
to any cell phone tower because most ISPs just hitch their towers off to cell phone towers.
I Google where the nearest cell phone tower is.
Yeah, there's a cell phone tower in the county. It's
One in
not
the
that
county.
near. Yeah, there's a lot of places in the county you don't get service.
Okay, this is going to sidetrack me from what we need to focus on, but this is good stuff. Zilla.
We can start putting in the work to do the things we need to do already.
How long does it have? One of you said there was a timer, right?
5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Good. We're all alive for at least another day. No one's faking their death tonight.
We have to deal with Alec first.
Alec?
And the red caps.
Who the fuck is Alec?
Alec
Oh, like
goes.
Alec, right?
We need to go back
Alecos.
to the house then.
What about
We
Alec?
need
Did
iron.
did something happen with Alec?
They would have filled you in on
They- okay,
the
would've, okay.
previous
Yeah.
episode, yeah.
So
Everyone sort of came and did a debriefing of all the shit they went and separately found. So assume you know what they know.
Okay. Can I do research because I know exactly what Alec is now, based off what Blue told me. Is there any way I can hold them besides iron that I can look up?
That would be another day of research if you want to be out of commission. Because you could have done that the previous day, but we did the
Yeah.
bird and the changelings, yeah.
No worries. No, let's go good then.
But I mean, you have proof that iron works.
Mhm.
You got something at least.
So
Shahid, can you give me-
either we
Sorry.
sorry.
The iron and the stuff will be here today. So you will have today to prep what you need with that.
So either we lure a stone 2 days from now to Alec at
I'm not
the,
doing that.
or what's the other option?
You do both.
Both.
Listen, Alec loves a challenge. We've already decided
We
this.
already
know
delayed
this is
2
a
days. We
fact.
can literally set a trap for him. We don't have to
Exactly.
bring
We
a
don't
stone.
We
need
have to have something to bring him to
someone.
the trap.
Yeah,
A
Blue.
challenge.
Blue's like supposed to bring a stone, and if the stone like they're going to be there.
Which, Shahid, can you give me Charlie or should I?
That's brutal. I
I-
don't
There's
like
also-
this.
I have literally no qualms about bringing a stone.
Charlie's
You're not
aware-
helping.
Charlie
Or we
saved
can
y'all?
we know where he's going to be. We can literally just when he shows up, kill the motherfucker.
Now is
Well,
not the time.
I'm sure he'd
to
want to
have a
beat me in
conscience.
football again.
Literally everyone is talking over each other. So can we take it a bit slower? Because one of us.
I don't
This is
want to
literally
give them
our
a
life.
hostage who saved your fucking lives.
She's not
If
a
we do
hostage.
our job, then she's not going to be a hostage.
Okay.
Bait.
How do you know that?
Can you?
This is a monster. It
I
tried
just-
to kill you, or at least fucked you up.
Oh fuck this.
Listen, Arrow
I'm
Boy, I
gonna
don't
be
want to hear
scared.
shit from you. You don't have any calls on me at all anymore. You shot arrows at people on some random shit. I don't want to hear it. They're your property. Don't fuck that.
I stand up and I start moving out of the house, hobbling. Honestly.
Could you stop like self-destructing yourself,
You're gonna
please?
be a dumb-
No,
Sit your
I'm
ass
not
down.
going to stop self-destructing.
Why?
Because you know what? I've earned it.
You learned it how? What the fuck did you do?
Please.
Enlighten me. I would love to know what you have done so horribly that you need to throw yourself into fucking holes
Yes,
and
ma'am.
like throwing arrows at people with fucking guns.
I'm sorry.
That's what I would love to fucking
Azure.
know. And Jet, you shut the fuck up. You threw a grenade. Like,
I solved a problem.
I get it. I get it. But you threw a grenade as a response versus like 4 people are fucking dead. Okay?
Yeah.
I get, yeah, and they're stupid for like fucking revenge app pointing at Blue, like the cage where the phone is.
Blue.
But you two, both of you are fucking stupid.
I'm already leaving the door.
Sure.
Yes, Blue.
I have one day before I'm turned into satyr meat, so
What do
I
you need?
understand that there's things that we need to work out and talk about and everything like that, but I
agree.
need iron bullets. I need things to stab with iron. I need traps. I need grenades. I need things to blow this up. I also need to talk to Zilla because I have to make some adjustments to Pee-wee to make sure that we do this correctly. We have to set up a trap nice enough to bring the Red Caps and Alec into this.
Again,
I know,
we don't
but
have
we're
to
not
bring
going
Charlie.
to do this yelling at each other. Charlie, don't grow a conscience now.
I'm
We
not
don't
growing
need
a conscience.
Charlie.
I'm saying we don't need her. We know this dude likes challenges and parties. Let's jump straight to that part. He's not going to resist it. A
But
party at
also,
the
why
house?
not bring in the rest of them?
You
Why
need
not
a
try to knock a couple out?
If you show up to a deal and you were supposed to expect somebody to a deal, you're going to know something's off immediately.
When there's not any sign of it.
You think this motherfucker trusts you?
No,
I think
Is that
he
what you're
wants.
saying?
He wants
but
enough.
he wants it. He's a
He
satyr.
We're not
Kill
going to bring
all
fucking
of
Charlie.
us.
We have a set date for him to show up.
Okay,
We can set a trap where Charlie's not fucking needed. I don't understand why we need a
Fine.
second person.
fine. You know what? Fine. I will stay in my lane then. I tried to go out of it.
Does he know what Charlie looks like or what a stone looks like?
I assume so.
Great question.
He's got eyes all over the house. Probably has eyes all over the woods. Their property runs against ours, so I assume that he knows exactly what they look like.
So why can't we just take him to the hole that Proctor fell down?
Why would
Where's
he
the
want to
meeting
work
place?
for something?
Where's the meeting place? Is
the
it active house? So
The
let's meet
house.
at the house.
There's not a set day. He said you have 2 days. It could be
Yeah.
any time in those 2 days. He didn't say we're
Yeah.
gonna meet in 2 days. It's like
Yeah.
here's your timer. Clock
Got a
starts
timer.
now. Mhm.
Clock
I'm
tick.
going to come to the house and I will be Black Stone.
He already knows what you look like.
He knows what all
No,
of us look
listen
like.
to what I'm saying here. You said you'd bring a stone. Am I correct?
Fae are
Yes.
literal. So you said you would bring a stone, right?
Literal stone. Think about it. Did you break the deal?
You know what?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The deal.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's riddles and it's tricks and everything like that. I get it. I know. I went up against the motherfucker.
Would he use it against us if there was the same situation?
Absolutely.
Then
So you know what?
fucking let's go.
All right. I'm going to let you all focus on that part of the plan. I'm going to focus on adjustments, things like that.
Deal.
I need Zilla. And somebody needs to get Shahid.
I'll go get Shahid.
He's hobbling around. He can't have gone far.
I'd rather
I
like
don't want him out there by himself when he's injured.
He's not gonna listen to anything.
Lenny's gonna like leave and like go for Shahid.
Okay. Lenny goes after Shahid. So what are our plans for the day? We'll say to move this along.
I am making ordinance.
Okay. Yeah. We'll assume our deliveries get made. Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with that. Your
I'm
ordinance
replacing
rule.
my spikes with iron and my bat. Like,
Okay.
yeah, Marsha is getting redone.
Well, ordnance is explosive. So you want some sort of explosive
know.
that shoots iron shrapnel, and then do you want to do that?
Yes.
What's your priority here? That and then the bat.
That and then the bat.
Okay,
And then if
let's-
I have some time, putting something over Braxton.
Okay. So your edge ordinance is an edge. The edge pull for
Yep.
that is composure, science, or streetwise. I believe you use science because you do it yourself.
I do.
So do that. Blue and Zilla.
All right. Go down to the basement. And Blue is just going to be like level with me. Exactly what do you think that we need? What would be more beneficial for us? Having 2 of Pee Wee or having Pee Wee that can drop something off?
Can I use desperation die on this?
I think your desperation die is fighting, right? Like in direct combat.
It is. It
Mine is
Yeah,
inventing.
physical conflict while on the hunt. So
Yeah.
not the prep.
I figured I'd try.
Always worth it.
So you said 2 or 1 that can drop?
Yep.
Probably 1 that can do a thing. I
One that
would
can do a
think
thing.
if two could just like film or like reconnaissance, it might be more beneficial to have 1 that can act. It's another person, right?
I can make a variant. Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. Strategy is not my strongest suit, but I just feel like having another actor that is not necessarily anticipated could be the best option.
What did you do in New York City?
Very, very direct. I killed. I was boots on the ground, and less of a government program than some of the others, but monsters, humans that sympathize with monsters, which are a monster of their own. I was in Europe training, so I did that a little bit there. No specification. I don't have a special target, one would say, but killing monsters, human or otherwise, I guess.
Okay. Good to know. You bring a lot to this team.
I don't help enough sometimes. I don't balance enough, and I feel like that's failed us a lot in the last couple of days. So I'm sorry to you, especially because it's very fresh to you, and that's not fair. And I know we all make our choices and we can't change everything, but it's still not fair. And that should be recognized to you and to Lenny. And I'm sorry to all of you.
I'll be fine. I'll worry about Lenny. I'll just disassociate for a little bit and then I'll come back.
It's a number 1 hunter tool. Dissociation.
Well, just give me something to work on and then I'll be right as rain. Just like Jet said, I got the eyes too. One last question, and then I know you have a lot that you have to work on. So do I. Why did you come back?
Because I knew that even the best home I had didn't do enough. And I wanted to face at least that part, I guess. As a stepping stone to the first home.
Do you think it's worth saving?
It's worth saving despite. Because it could be better. We're we are, or we have the potential to be the adults we needed.
Shit. All right. What I'm going to do with the rest of my day is, other than stuff that has to deal with like level ups and everything like that, I am going to use global access.
What are you going to use it for?
I'm going to use it to get in contact with the Stones and offer them an invitation and an offer on the property, and they have to meet us.
Meet you at the home.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it so much. I don't even want to roll for this. Yeah, that's easy enough. To find their information using your hacker stuff, using global access without having to like find someone who actually knows their info. And even so, the lawyer would know how to get into contact with them. So there's multiple routes to this, but yeah. You say offer on the table, meet us at the house itself. When?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
And once I do that, and I'm going to get to start working on Pee-wee and everything like that, but I'm going to go outside. And in the day, while everybody was running around doing stuff, Blue had gone to a convenience store and bought a pack of cigarettes and is going to light one and is going to look out to the woods behind Shahid's house and say, tomorrow night, fucker, you'll get your deal.
Okay. Zilla, what are you doing for the evening, assuming you have the iron and whatnot you've asked for?
I'm going to work on crafting a little bit of that. And making it useful. Obviously, she doesn't know that Blue has some things up his sleeve, but that would be her move. And so thinking of it in a way where there is actually bait, she's going to start crafting.
What do you want to make?
Blue mentioned some stabby weaponry, some shooty weaponry, and then I don't know how much time I have, if there's more time for anything else, but those would be the ideal things. Maybe like even like explode, like kind of like jacks where it could be exploded. If something was
ordnance will probably have to be left to Jet.
Yeah,
you have firearms, you have melee. If you want to, so what's your order of operate? What's your priority here? What's the first thing you want to make sure you do?
I have multiple people who shoot things, so I would probably focus on long distance weaponry via like ammunition type of things. So whether it was like arrow tips that were created or ammunition type of things, whereas less about exploding but more about penetration type of like mechanisms. So does that make sense?
Yeah. So an iron bullet is because bullets kind of have to be of a softer metal than the actual rifling. An iron bullet isn't very effective, but an iron arrowhead can be a thing, unless you want to go full on like musket, like shooting an iron ball at something.
Like a ball.
Yeah, but you'll need like an old school musket to do so. But I'll say with your fame and resources, there's definitely some like people love the fucking Civil War, don't they? I'm sure there's someone with like an actual working like musket. Yeah, yeah. You can acquire an actual working musket, but again, this is gonna be like a single shot type of thing. Maybe you can get like a flintlock and a musket. Yeah, but it would shoot iron.
Check your DMs, bully.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Wait, where? Oh, I see. God damn it. Okay, never mind. So what were you saying?
I guess I could make like musket type of balls and have a couple of weaponry that would be appropriate to shoot them, but also if I make like small like musket style bulletry, then it could also be given to Jet for explosive material, potentially for like
Jet, with his role, Jet has the ordnance covered. He succeeded on that.
Oh,
yeah,
cool,
you don't
cool,
need
cool.
to help Jet out
I don't
with
have
his
to
stuff.
work any metal for him. Cool.
No.
Yeah, I'll just make a fuck ton of that, and then arrow
Unless
tips.
you want to make armor for Braxton.
I would definitely make armor for Braxton because he's the only one keeping us all alive. He is our hope and dreams and life.
So what's the most important on your list then?
Probably like the musketry, I guess. And then second, Braxton's armor because he keeps us all alive every episode. And then third would be like arrow tip type of things, which I feel like would be the easiest, but also
We'll see if we get to that. So you can give me a craft intelligence. This is really just knowing what you're doing and making little iron musket balls for the weapons you acquired. And you have a specialty in metalworking, so you could do a +1 to that. So that's what you'll be doing. And the number of successes will determine how many of these tasks you accomplish. Outside, Shahid.
Is this in the pursuit of the hunt at all, or not that it would necessarily like apply, but just thinking.
Yours is any direct conflict, so no.
So indirect, not yet.
So while that's going on, Lenny, you've quite easily tracked down Shahid.
I lightly trot up. Like I make a whole thing about it. Like I'm like lightly like trotting up as he's like trying to hobble
and
away.
a critical success of 7 for Zilla. So I'll say all 3 of those things get done. Not necessarily full iron armor, but we'll say you craft like just like almost like a little iron like cap thing you can secure to his head. Because you know there's some weird like obviously mental stuff that these creatures can do. Although Braxton already can't be affected by that, can he? Because we have that perk. We'll just
say like just a saddle, almost like a very
yeah. We'll make a little iron saddle to make amazing.
Like just covering
Okay.
like his organs.
An organ saddle. I love it. My favorite band. Okay, sorry. That's going on. Shahid and Lenny, continue.
I make a show of trotting up beside Shahid while he's trying to hobble away. He's like, "Hey, where are you going? What's good? You thought that was gonna work?" You're muted. Sorry.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I would like you to go back inside.
That's not going to happen.
What is your goal here? What are you trying to do? Where are you going?
I am going to check into the motel and take a nap.
Or you can take a nap in your own house.
No.
Why?
There is literally nothing I can say that will convince you, so I'm not going to bother.
Convince me for what?
Okay, let's run through the various scenarios here. 1, I could antagonize you. If I antagonize you, I'm already the dick that ruined everything last night, ruined everything the day before, ruined everything the day after that, so that doesn't do anything.
Okay.
2, I could say, oh, it's my fault, I feel self-conscious. Doesn't matter if it's true or not, I'm just feeling sorry for myself. That's going to piss you off even more. 3, I could sit in stony silence, and that's going to piss you off. There's nothing I can do or say, so please just leave me be.
Why do you care about what other people think of you? You can make me mad. Like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. If I make Jet mad, if I make Blue mad, if I make Zilla mad, like, I don't give a shit. I did the best that I could in the situation that I was in. I still don't understand half of the shit that Jet does, but just like steamrolling through because he thinks it's the right thing to do. You felt like you were doing the right thing. Okay?
Doesn't matter what I felt.
But your opinion of us and what we think of you matters enough that you're hobbling away when there's fucking like satyrs out in the fucking woods.
Oh, like I can help with that. I already proved last night I've done enough.
Or take a moment, take a breather, think. I know you can think better than Jet can.
I don't agree with that, actually.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I tried it both ways. Both ways end up with large amounts of people dying. So I'm done.
Anything having to do with antagonizing a monster is going to lead to death. Yes?
That's not what I'm saying.
Go back inside.
And do what, Lenny?
Take a fucking nap. Take a breather. Don't socialize with us if you need to.
I can't.
But I'm
be in
not
that
doing this
house.
pity party where you wobble away.
Again, this is not. I cannot be in that house and keep to myself. And I can't be in that house and talk to people. One is going to piss everyone off. The other one is going to drive me crazy. Neither of which we need right now. Don't you get it, Lenny? I'm the problem.
No,
I'm
you're
the
not.
problem. Today, I'm the problem, and that's okay. I can be the problem. I've been the problem before. So I'm going to walk, possibly borrow a car, head to the motel, lie down.
I'm going with you then. You can't stop me. like I see the processing. It's not happening. We're not leaving anyone by themselves. I'm sorry. Literally horror movie 101. You're just gonna go to a motel by yourself and like hold up and think that's enough.
No one wants me dead. Not really. I'm not important enough. Not
Oh
yet.
my God.
No, literally, I'm not important enough.
They
They want the people who are...
I'm coming with you. You're not changing my mind. Hey, bro. It's your sis talking. I care about you, even when you do dumb shit. Okay? Because I love you. That's how it works. You see that? We do dumb shit. Maybe tomorrow or later today, I might do something dumb. Who's to say? And then I'll be the one to blame.
It's not dumb shit when it gets a bunch of people murdered. I aimed for a gun that night. I made the wrong call. And now 5 more people are dead. I made the wrong call listening to the wrong person. 30 people are dead. How many
What are you
people
talking
do I
about?
need to have on my conscience before it finally drives me insane?
What are
No.
you talking about?
What did I do last night other than make the wrong call?
I'm sorry, we're back up. What about the 50 people dead? You said that before.
Well, it wasn't one incident, it was several. I was a cop, Lenny. What did you expect?
So you made the wrong call and got people killed. And that was all of your fault?
Yes. It was entirely
No, it
my
wasn't.
fault and my-
Ah, what the fuck was that? Like she like goes up to his face. Like, no, what? What was that?
What?
It wasn't all you, was it?
It was all me.
So you make the call and you decide when you go into a place and murder people. You do that, even though aren't you given an assignment or some shit? Isn't that how it works?
Sometimes assignments go wrong, and I'm told
And someone
Figure it out.
told you how to do it and you found out something?
I'm told to figure it out by myself.
So it's not your fault.
I led a team.
Is what I'm hearing. It's the guilt getting to you. Because 50 people's faces are in your mind at all given
It's
times.
not the fucking guilt, Lenny. It's the responsibility.
Of what?
Because someone has to take responsibility, don't you?
And it's not fucking you.
Yes, it is fucking me. Because at least it's someone.
What are you, Atlas? Stop taking the world on your shoulders. What the fuck?
Lenny, look
No!
outside.
Go inside your own fucking house. You're woozy. I will drag you myself. I'm not that strong, but I can try.
I can't be alone right now, and I can't be with people who won't look at me right now. I can't do either, so...
Jet! Like shouting from like,
Don't fucking...
Yeah, what's
can
up?
you help me bring this motherfucker back in the house? He's morphined up.
Shahid, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just
You live
going-
here.
I'm going to the damn motel, and I'm going to take a room, and I'm going to take a nap.
You have a bed in here. What is the problem? I'm confused.
Can you tell him that you love him, please?
I
don't
do
wanna
love
hear that
you.
you
I
love
threw a grenade at people for you. Like Bruno Mars catches grenades for people. I throw grenades for people.
Episode over. All right. See you next.
That was peak. Holy shit. Sorry.
Yeah,
I mean it. Once they shot you, my fucking...
you're right. You threw a grenade for me. Thank you for that. Can I go now, Lenny?
You can go inside that fucking house. I'm not doing this shit right now. You're going to take a nap. I will give you these pills that
Listen,
they gave me
I'm going
so
to
you
say
can
one
knock out
thing
and get
to
a
you.
nice amount of sleep. How about that?
And I don't know if this is going to matter to you or not. But listen to me. I am not your fault. I'm my own fucking problem. And I'm tired of you taking responsibility for me. I know that if any of you said that any of the shit that I've done for my family was all on me, I would take that on the chin. But you haven't figured out how to do that yet. I love you, bro. And I'm not going to let you walk around believing that I am some sort of mess that you've caused. I was headed down this path long before we ran into each other. And I have not changed my mind. But now, I'm not as suicidal as I was before. I'm not walking around wondering when is the next thing that I'm going to do going to kill me. You know why? Because I have people to care about me. People to protect. You. So get your ass back in this house before I drag you back in this house. Or I have Braxton drag you back in this house because I know you won't punch him.
I know you won't punch me. Look at my face. Look, I'm so innocent. And I will shove you in there. And I will start like pulling at Shahid's wrist.
Braxton?
So for the sake of brevity, Shahid, are you staying or going?
I'll let myself get dragged in this time.
Okay. Make your way into the house. As far as it seems, the plan is the following evening, the Stones will be asked to meet at Epiphany home. Preparations will be made to then attack and kill Elekos, the satyr. Being brought up to speed on this, is there anything Shahid and Lenny would like to do this day?
There's nothing Shahid can do, I don't think.
Okay.
What I had wanted to do, and I feel so like Blue had sent Lenny the Tunnel Man information, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the
right? Yeah, so information you have to work. You can do Tunnel Man. If you want to spend today for Satyr stuff, you can do that.
Oh, okay.
Or anything else that you feel like researching.
All right. So just because
since we're not hunting tonight, since you'll have the whole day, I'll let you
I see what you mean.
Embark on another investigation with your library edge.
So then I will focus my library edge on the satyr, but wherever Blue is, because Blue is focusing. Before I do that, I'm going to just like pull out my phone. I'm going to type up a message. I know I have like the email from before I got to got back to town, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to remember everything that I had written before in my dream. And I was like, I don't know who this is. Keep this between us. We'll talk later. Other things to focus on. And then sends it. And be careful because I don't know who the fuck this is, essentially. And then look at the Tunnel Man for a quick moment and not open it, obviously. And then I'm just going to do my research into the satyr because we're going to be focusing on this motherfucker now.
Okay. Yeah, give me your library roll, which is Resolve Academics.
Mm-hmm.
Can I add one thing while we're making this roll? Shahid, Braxton has not left you since he helped nudge you in the house.
Oh.
And Lenny, you're going to get interrupted at some point by Jack.
Oh, okay. So do I get like desperation dice, right? Because
Yes, yours is specifically for prep. Mhm.
Okay. So what is it? 3? What the hell? Okay.
We're
well,
at 4 desperation.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will do one more just in case. It's my bad. So that's 4
That's
total.
another success. Huzzah.
4 successes. So now that you know what your quarry is, looking up specific things, some of its strengths that you know that this creature is going to be resilient to most attacks that aren't specifically its weakness. It'll still be hurt by other things, but it'll really be hurt by iron, as you already know. But you verify this. Its strengths are it's quick, which you've seen. It's very fast, it's resilient, and it's quite charming. Even in the heat of battle, this thing might be able to turn some of you against each other or something. But it has ways of doing this. It needs some sort of wine, some sort of instrument. There's things that you can keep it from having access to that will sort of disable this ability. And it's sort of some of your other cell have mentioned, it's very into like formal challenges, formal contests. Satyrs are very athletic creatures. They like doing things like debates, which I tried to do before, but got tricked into doing a riddle and then fucking demoralized. Feats of athletics, feats of drinking, and things like that as well. I'll say, how many successes did you get here?
4 total.
Yeah, knowing what you know, yeah, satyrs love to drink as well, which it loves getting in contests of drinking, which makes them quite easy to get them to drink something that might harm them.
Got you.
But also, you know, because there's been some talk of trying to trick its way out of this deal. There are ways to do that, but that seems quite dangerous. Not really specifically with satyrs, but any sort of fey deals. There's a lot of weird stuff that's just, the research isn't there to like necessarily know how to navigate that. But you know that's kind of a bad move. Blue fucked up a little bit by entering a formal agreement with this thing. If anything, honestly, it's safer to try to just straight up murder this than to try to outdeal it. Because this thing there's mystical rules in place that bind things to its deals that you don't know how it works or what the rules are. And the rules might not even really make sense to you humans. Not that it's impossible. You might be able to trick it, but with that number of successes, you're going to need more than that to figure out how to trick a Fae out of a deal. It seems with your research, though, just straight up killing something feels like the most dangerous option. In this scenario, might be your best bet.
Okay.
Also, I'll give you this. Depending on what court they come from, satyrs and redcaps might ally, might work together if they have a common enemy. So while you could prep while you went for a satyr, you realize maybe we should prep for reinforcements too. Aleko, you guys probably aren't the only ones planning a little something extra in case things go wrong.
I'm going
And that's
to...
what you get from your day of research.
Okay. When I find out about the Fae deal part, specifically, where it's just like, oh, like there's inner workings that we might not understand, I send like just a message to Blue. It's like, you fucked up, and then a heart emoji. And that's it. Like, I'll talk about it later, but I'm like, you fucked up, heart. And then continue that. And I know Jet's
Okay.
going to like burst in at some point, but
With those accomplishments, oh yeah, go ahead.
yep.
Can I come in?
Oh yeah, yeah. Close the book. Was good. You okay?
Did you read the journal?
Yes, I did. Yes, I read the journal.
I meant to tell you. 1,000 times, as you could see. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm not who I was then.
I know.
And you deserve someone better than me. And you don't have to say anything, but I wanted to let you know that I'm glad you got to see it. And
What about after? Why didn't you call me after? I know like the like Mayan stuff, but it's been 15
college,
years.
then I met someone, then I got married, then I got kids, and so on and so forth. But I never stopped, you know. I've always thought about you.
I wish you told me.
Me too. I was a different person before. I don't think you like the person I am now. I don't necessarily like the person I am
I would
now.
like to get to know what has happened. It's not about, I know that people change. It's been 15 years. And I would like to talk to you, find out what you've been through. Or you don't have to tell me everything that's happened either if you don't want to. It's just let me get to know who you are now. Okay, let's start there.
I hope we can do that.
Yeah, just stop throwing grenades, please,
That's
please. Oh, or
they're so
how about this? At the very
efficient,
least, don't throw it first.
Was that throwing it first? I'm confused now.
You shot the arrow got shot and then you threw a grenade versus like, hey, let's get out a
No,
gun.
he got shot in the gut and then I threw a grenade.
Okay. Bottom line, maybe not explosions. Other things first, maybe.
Listen, I need you and Zilla to look out for them. Y'all are ones that can do it. Zilla's not gonna listen to me. I mean,
Listens.
she'll listen, but like she's stubborn as fuck and we'll bump heads, and like the message won't get through until like
See, the way with
days
talking
later.
to Zilla, at least in my experience, you just kind of like drop something, like just say something in the space, whether she takes it or not, maybe. But it'll just like be a pinprick in the back of her head.
I feel like unless we're like doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu or like Krav Maga, like Zilla doesn't listen to me.
She listens.
Like, I mean, she hears what I'm saying, of course. She like listens to the words that are coming out of my mouth. But then like the next thing is like, what can we do that's violent to like
Okay, but like you see how if you flip the script and put a mirror in front of you, you see?
I
You
am
do.
the picture of zen and peace.
Right. And then she like walks up to Jet and gives him like a tentative hug. Just
I give you a hug back and listen, you do have to take care of them.
so do you.
I will. Get some rest.
please don't also do self-sacrificing things, please.
No. That's not my style.
Mm-hmm. Says the man that literally like took a fucking chainsaw to the leg.
I wasn't self-sacrificing. I thought I could win.
Okay, that's fair. That is valid. Okay. But yeah, seriously, we'll talk. Okay.
Okay. Get some sleep.
You too.
Couch is the lazy boy is not super comfortable, but you know.
Okay.
Good night.
Right.
So we have a day of hunter shit, dealing with some personal stuff, and then doing a little dissociating and focusing on killing a supernatural creature the next evening. And I think that sets us up nicely for the next episode. So we're going to pause things here. It's a lot to do. 2 more episodes to go. A lot of monsters that need slaying. And this is the cell to do it. Let's see what happens. Anyway, that's been this. This has been an ep. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Let's go around, tell the people who we are one last time before getting into an after show. Same order as always, starting with Shahid.
Hi, I'm Nordine Ali Kadir. I play Shahid Muntakim. Both of our pronouns are he, him, and you can catch me online everywhere at Werewolf Fields, and also check out the podcast I'm on, Starfinder. It's called The Atomless, wherever good podcasts are found.
Zilla?
Mandy Murrow's here. I played Zilla Akins this evening, and she is the faithful hunter. You can find me on Table Goth stuff. I do some little teaching you how to do stuff, whatever that word is, and playing some stuff where you also learn how to do tutorials.
No, they're called We'll Teach You How to Do Stuffs.
Listen, every time Zach and I text about like, hey, do you want to do a thing? And I forget the word tutorial. So it's like a regular occurrence for me. I don't remember that word. So I was moving past that, but thank you all for highlighting my
Teamwork makes a
issues. Thank you. That's what the cells here is for. Yeah, I do that stuff, and I'm Mandy, and that's it.
Chet.
Hi, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. That's where you can find me. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz, except Facebook, because fuck that place. I'm a TTRPG/variety streamer. I do my own Water Darkness shenanigan of fuckery. You can catch me over on Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night on Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'm the storyteller there in our 5th and final season before we go into new fuckery, which might just dabble in some hunter stuff.
Uh-oh.
So I can torture my players the way Bully does. And then on Sundays, you can catch me at 11 a.m. Eastern Time over on my own channel, running Wayward Revelry. It is a D&D 5e campaign based on Wild Beyond the Witchlight with some Shadowfell, Feywild shenanigans of my own horrific choosing, like House of 1,000 Feats. Don't ask questions. Anyway, there's more stuff and things that I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter for all the updates. And yeah, see you next time.
Lenny.
Hello, everyone. Sade here. Or Ambrose, she, they pronouns. It's wonderful. This was a great coming back to. Oh my God, holy shit.
Welcome back.
Yay! You can find me everywhere as SS Ambrose, except for Twitter, SS Ambrose _ because Twitter took that from me. I am working on some really interesting stuff. At the moment, I am working on mysteries. So I'm just gonna hide that on the download right now. I'll talk about that later. Other than that, you can find me again on Wednesday. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. And that's and Fables, but I'm gonna leave that to Blue to talk about later on that one.
Speaking of Blue.
Hey, it's me, your little boy Blue.
Speaking of fables, you can fucking Wes. I don't know. Follow me, fucking idiots. At Thirst Trap Mothman everywhere. Fucking fables. What's the future? It's using the Urban Shadows 2E system. I talk about it all the goddamn time. I tweet about it all the goddamn time. If you're not following or subscribing by now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know. You got much better things to watch, like fucking Sister Wives or Love Island or something. But if you don't want to watch Sister Wives or Love Island, come over to our YouTube and our Twitch because we're simulcasting that shit Friday, July 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. It's got a fantastic cast. It's going to be a fantastic game. We're going to have 7 episodes of Fables, but it's our version. It's our adaptation. It's our way of doing it, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun in the playground. So go check that out. There's a bunch of other stuff you can fucking check out, but you know what to do. I tweet about it all the time. So fucking, I don't know. Go follow these other people, support them and shit. I don't fucking know. They have a good night.
Amazing. Follow me, you fucking idiots, is my favorite promo line I've ever heard so far. It's me, it's your sister, it's your wife, it's your bully. You're here. You found me. I don't gotta promote anything. If you're watching this, this is where I live. Just watch more of that. And watch our after shows, because I need to put those up, and you're about to see the fucking things that go down there. Yeah, or go to YouTube and search Little Learning Things, where apparently me and Mandy have a whole series about
I can't
that.
think of the word ever. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah, I'm about to go through and change all of our titles to Little Learning Things if you want to learn how to play vampire. And one of these days, me and Mandy are gonna get together and actually do hunter tutorials. I don't know when. Anyway, that's it. That's our show. What do I say at this part? I say something like this course is finished and we invite you to dine with us again. But I hated those hand motions. Bye.